does. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search for you, stay lost. Search for you, stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Reaching for the stars. I wonder where you are. Oh. I need you again, so stick around. So stick around. world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide where I want. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Broken love. Broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love.
Yo, what's happening? What's up, baby? Baby, still up here?
Hey, 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 it's Tuesday.
Can you hear me okay? Or am I like scratching or whatever? Am I
No,
like,
you sound perfect to me. How about you, chat? Y'all hear good?
everybody hear me okay?
It is Tuesday, right?
Yes, ma'am. It is.
Okay.
I was going to come on here yesterday, but I had something come up and I had an appointment. I couldn't make it. And then last night, last night was not, it was not a good idea for me to be on here last night.
Well, and I'm
So,
glad you allowed baby Jesus to just lead you in that matter and stayed offline.
yes, yes, it was best that I did because I'd have hurt somebody's feelings and really made them cry.
Oh, we don't like to hurt the feelings on purpose around here. It just happens sometimes, right?
Yeah. So
So,
it's like, let me just go ahead and just stay off of here and sit my ass down, okay? Because
yeah,
that's just how it is.
what you got cooking in this case, girl? Is something
What is it?
like was I know you got some documents and stuff for the case. Is there something new cooking or is it just kind of
The conflict of interest. Well, okay, so Xana is one of the victims, and her mother had some sort of drug case, and Taylor was her attorney.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know how. Well, I don't know how that works out because she is a public defender, so it's really not her choice. Like she gets assigned cases, you know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
And it makes me think that I'm thinking she probably, more than likely had to drop him, or I mean, I'm sorry, had to drop her
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
because she, I believe, is the only lawyer or attorney there that can cover a case with the death penalty.
Yeah.
If that's how they go, like if that's the way they decide to go. I don't think there's any other attorneys around that can take his case.
Indeed. I do remember that coming up on Jones and Sherry, but there ain't no Hive 2.0. That's like in the make and belongs to Queen already. I can't wait too. I'm excited. It's going
Yeah, I was gonna say my Queen Pin channel. I'm changing it to the Hive, so that's what we're gonna be. I'll be updating some stuff, but we'll talk about that later. But anyhow,
I'm excited.
I was really just kind of curious how the attorney, how that worked out. You know what I mean, and how long she had Xana's mom as a
As a
client before
client,
she just
yeah.
drops her. You know what I mean? I wonder how far they were in the court process. You know.
I do too, and I try not to be too nosy in these things, but I won't lie. The nosier part of me wonders what Xana's mom got in trouble for.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that, well, we'll say allegedly, but I'm pretty sure it was drugs. I could be wrong.
Oh yeah, but I mean specifics. Did she have a little bit of weed or was she doing something hardcore? You know what I mean? It just the curious side of me. Not that it matters that I care or I would judge her. I'm just curious what she was doing.
Right.
Just because
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
nosy.
know. From my understanding, her and her family were not very close.
Uh,
They weren't, or her and her mother, anyways.
yeah. Well, that's
But you
really
know how
sad.
that can go. Sometimes that's a
Yeah.
situation that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
You
that's
know,
sad because now her daughter's gone and she can't have that closeness if that's true. So that's sad, honestly.
it is.
That's
Hey,
sad.
Ellie Boo, what's up, girl?
Hey,
Hey,
Ellie.
could you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you okay. How are you, baby? Can you hear us?
Right? She gone. Where'd she go? Ellie.
Got
Oh my goodness.
arrested.
Elton.
Oh my God, Elton, what is he doing?
Oh, we can hear you now. Okay. Can you hear us? Okay.
Sorry, guys. No,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah, we couldn't hear you for a second there. Ellie, how are you today?
Oh, okay. I'm good. How you guys doing?
Good. I'm good. Tired, but good.
All right,
Yeah.
girl, break it down with this conflict of interest.
Yeah, I was just listening to the lawyer, Peter Tragos. He's really good. He just did like a little short on it before, and he thinks there might not even be a conflict of interest, but of course she had to like recuse herself
Yeah.
from Xana's mother's case, because she's like one of only like two people I think in her there's like a list that just came out of all of the capital people that could try capital cases, and she's
What's up,
one of
voices? That's what I thought. I thought okay. That's what I thought. She was one of the
yeah
only ones that could take
one of
his case.
two. Yeah, and I think the other
Right.
one is in her office. Actually, they just put out a list of it on like Twitter. I sent it to you, but it's yeah, it shows like a list, and it shows. So I think like she really did, like, think about it. She didn't really have like much. She didn't with Kara, with Zaina's mother. She didn't really do much in that case. So he was saying that there's nothing that he learned she learned from that case that, either way, it could
Yeah.
probably not be a conflict of interest, but of course it is a conflict of interest in the long run. But then they have to, in case like any kind of, like
I
grounds
felt
for
like it was more just
mistrial or
like
something.
better safe than sorry type shit.
Oh, definitely. And it makes
That's
sense
how
with
I felt
Absolutely.
her.
about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think it makes her sense recusing herself from Xana's mother's Cara Canoodle's case first, because that one, like, because she didn't
Anybody
really
can
do
defend
much on it.
charge. Well,
Exactly.
yeah,
There's a
anybody
lot
can
more
defend a charge.
possibilities. And it happens all the time. Like, I feel that's what people are saying. This happens so much, but we're like, people think that there's some kind of drug connection with Xana's mother from the beginning, because
Oh,
people knew
Jesus.
about these drug charges. So they thought, like, how there's that whole like trap house drug, like, crazy rumor theory that even Kim from WSU was talking about. Like, this kind of goes. So now people are thinking that like Xana's mother is involved somehow, and that's why she's not being represented by Ann Taylor. Also, it has nothing to do with anything like that. It's just
That's
kind of
so
like court,
silly. People will like make the biggest stretches. Like, that's just,
right? Out of everything.
that,
Yep. Yeah.
oh,
So this
gee,
thing,
it's a
like,
general conflict of interest. So she must be involved. Like, get a life, man.
yeah, it's just such a small county, and I think that's part of it. And even like I learned that Ann Taylor, she's a public defender, but she also has like a private practice. I didn't even know that that was like something that happened. Do you know what I mean? Like that's a possibility. But because she's, needed, and it's a small county that probably needs public defenders, she kind of does it, on the side kind of thing, apart from her own practice. So I thought that was interesting as well with Ann Taylor, but people are going crazy over. Of course, I feel like any little piece of information, it like lends to like more rumors and such.
Agreed. They're vultures. Like,
Hmm.
and lots of them are very ignorant to how the process works. And it's just, it's nauseating. It's nauseating.
Yeah, yeah, it's getting a little. I mean, I understand. It's really a weird coincidence when you think about it. That.
But, well, like you said, it's so small. So is it really
Yeah,
weird? It's not really that weird
yeah.
coincidence when it's
Well,
such a
no.
small community.
And private practice attorneys are required to do pro bono work as well. It's part of
That's
the
like part of
bar.
this. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, is this pro bono work she's doing, or is she?
Well, I mean, if it's a public defender, like, even though you're a private practice attorney, if you're registered with a bar, I think you have to do a rotation because of the smallness of the area. I think you have to do a
Oh,
rotation in, you know what I mean? You see what I'm like? You do
yeah.
a
That would make
rotation.
sense to make sure they had
Um,
enough public defenders in that county, because
that's what
there's.
Felony Melanie said is private practice attorneys are obligated to do pro bono work as well.
Huh.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what she had just wrote in chat.
But is public defender pro bono? I don't think
Uh,
so. I
no,
think it's
they get
different.
No,
I think, or
they
they
get
could take it
paid
on
for
maybe
pro
their work.
bono.
it can be the same. That's where I was going with the, they may be obligated to do X number of cases each year to stay registered with the bar. That might be part of the bar. I don't know what the Idaho bar requirements are.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's an assumption, right?
It's a bit of an assumption, but
it's going to be something like that, though.
Right. It's going off of based how my state works.
Yeah.
State being small, there's
Like
is bigger
Idaho.
than ours, but
So you guys know the Alex Murdaugh case is getting started, right? Everybody knows that?
Yes.
We all know that's going on. Well, that's where the tragedy pimps have been staking out, right? That's where they've been hiding out at.
Oh, I was wondering where they're headed.
You
can't really see them, but you can hear them. You can hear them on here hollering and yelling.
Like they're there causing a scene already?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh my Christ.
So listen real good. Here, I'm gonna mute. Listen.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
Why did you kill your wife and your son? Shame on you! Alex, shame on you! Shame on you!
Oh my God.
Alex Murdaugh! I'm Jonathan Lee Richards investigates. Why did you kill your
He said, I'm Jonathan Lee Richards investigates. Why'd you kill your wife?
That's like Molly outside the laundries. Molly, go lightly, YouTube.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Gosh, no shame is what it is. No shame.
He's a lot taller than I thought he was.
Of all the comments, he's taller than I thought.
So there's one, and here's another one where you can hear Betty yelling and acting like a fucking fool.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this is what they went down there for. So everybody could hear them hollering and yelling on YouTube. Here we go. Listen.
Alex Murdaugh, Jonathan Lee Richards investigates. Why did you do it? I'm here to investigate you. Shame on you. Shame on you, Alex. Shame on you for what you did to your wife and your. Shame on you.
Here it is. This is the video I just got like 20 minutes ago.
You have to mute, Queen. You're echoing, babe.
Alex Murdaugh, Jonathan Lee Richards investigates. Why did you do it? I'm here to investigate you. Shame on you.
Are you enjoying your time out of jail?
Shame on you for what you did to your wife and your son.
Just curious.
Shame on you. You're going to prison for the rest of your life.
Shame.
So yeah, that's what they're doing.
Shame on you. Shame
Going to
on
prison for the rest of your life. Was it worth it? Was it worth it?
Like, dude, I can't imagine not having anything better to do than following around strangers, messing with investigations,
Then following around, tragic cases
Shame
of a
on
woman and her son being murdered, and let's go scream and act a fool like the tragedy pimps we are.
Does that make them sleep
Betty,
better?
Molly, and you know what? I'm glad Olivia went off on her own. I know it pissed Betty off, and I know she's all mad about it, but Molly was there talking about it.
Hackab said, I don't even care that they're there. LOL, he deserves it. But the problem is if the public keeps acting out and doing crazy shit, they're going to ruin what is supposed to be a transparent justice process for us all. And it's transparent for a reason, to protect us if we ever commit a crime. Not that
they're heckling and screaming and hollering and fucking acting a damn fool is not professional, and they claim to be professional media.
Well, it just doesn't accomplish anything. Like
professional hecklers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think that it's dignified in any way, form, or fashion. Just my opinion. I don't know. And I
Well,
still believe in innocent until proven guilty. So I
be
can't
yelling, "This
can't
is
say he deserves
Jonathan Lee
it.
Rich's investigates."
I just feel like if he gets convicted, sure, okay. But he's not convicted yet, is he? Or did I miss something?
No, his trial starts right now. They just picked the jury.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be real careful about saying someone like deserves something when they're not convicted yet. I've been trying to do that with this Brian Koberger person as well. Uh, just because I do believe in our justice system and we need to have some respect for it, or at least I'm going to try to, regardless of what these hecklers do.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is. It is in some cases, it's really hard. But, you know, that's what we're supposed to do. So,
With DNA, it's kind of hard to get out of that, though.
yeah, thank God. Yeah. I agree, but there needs to be a lot more evidence in that case for it to be beyond a
Well,
shadow
yeah,
of.
and I honestly, I got to thinking about it. Just a dog hair and the DNA they have on that sheath. I mean,
Not enough.
yeah, I was gonna say a good defense attorney is gonna fight against that. You know what I mean? And on top of that, as many people as they had in the house before police got there, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's definitely gonna be. There's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot at that trial.
I just hope that there's a lot more than what we're aware of and that they just use the minimal amount to get those documents to be able to, you know, bring him up on charges and not give the defense a head start, and that there's like all these wonderful things still waiting in the wings. I just am not, I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up, you know? I
I
learned that.
have a concern that this might come down to, and I'm hoping it does not come down to, educated witness, or not witness, but educated expert testimony versus educated expert testimony. So if the defense is saying, well, there's this cellular analysis that shows him here, here, and here on these dates, blah, blah, blah. And I'm afraid it's going to come down to, the expert for the defense, this, or for the prosecution, and then versus this as expert for the defense.
Well, with the evidence we've seen, it very well may. But, you know, that happens in a lot of trials, you know. I think that we saw that really hardcore, not that it's the same at all, but we saw that really hardcore in the Floyd trial. It was very much their expert against this. Of course, there was lots of video evidence, obviously, but the experts all weighed in. There were so many damn experts and training experts and, you know, protocol.
I know, and that's
You got,
what I was meaning is my fear.
yeah, it gets, and that can be confusing for some juries. It can be, depending on, you know, who's sitting. I do too, Grandma Sherry. I really hope they find the weapon and shoes. That would be great.
You
But
back to talking about Brian again?
uh-huh. I don't,
Okay, so
I thought so. I don't think
yeah.
the shoes are like, correct me if I'm wrong, but we don't know for a fact that that shoe print, the latent shoe print, was, you know, from the crime. I mean, it is kind of like a party house, and people get sick and hurt themselves and have fights and bust a nose and stuff all the time. So, I mean, how do we for sure know that that latent shoe print belonged to the killer in this case? Yes, Grandma Sherry, that's true.
Well, my hope is that shoe print ties back to a shoe that was purchased on the receipts, showing that it was purchased via the receipts that they retained from
Yeah.
his apartment.
Yeah.
At Marshall's, maybe, right? There was like 2 Marshall's receipts.
Yeah, so maybe there was a Dickies coverall suit bought, because I did do a little bit of research down the rabbit hole about like what Walmart sells for
Yeah.
Dickies, and
Those
they do.
overalls. I saw
Yep,
people
they.
posting about those. Yeah.
Yep.
Hold on, I want to
I,
correct language of horses. She said, "Hi, Xana's mom was killed too." No, Xana's mom was
No.
arrested, and she was appointed in a public defender, and the public defender is Ann Taylor. When Brian was arrested, he was also appointed Ann Taylor, which is the same attorney. That's a conflict of interest. So Ann Taylor dropped Xana Kernodle's mother as a client and told her she cannot represent her because she's representing Brian.
And Xana's mom's crime occurred seemingly well before the murders.
yes.
Like they're not related at all or anything that we're aware of.
Not at all.
But it makes
Yeah,
me
people-
wonder if she didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? If she didn't do that, or if they didn't make her do that. But I mean, if she had Xana's mom's case first, I think she should have stayed with that one. But I mean, if she's the only attorney that can carry Brian's case, then she's the only one that can.
Yeah.
And
Because
it's
of the
not,
capital defense. Yeah.
you don't
You know,
really
yeah.
told what to do. Ethics and rules guide the situation, and ethically,
Well, public defenders are a little different.
No, the lawyers still have to act within the ethics and bounds and rules of their jobs, and they.
Well, yeah, I mean everybody does, but I'm just saying, like public defenders, you get assigned cases. You don't just get to take and go. You know what I'm saying? Pick and choose which ones.
But it's different once there's conflict of interest and stuff involved. They have to do the ethical.
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, I know that, but I mean, like I was saying before, if she had Xana's mom first, then as a client, she should stick with her. But if she can't, if there's no one else to defend Brian with these charges, you know what I mean? Like if there's no other attorneys that can take his case, then she's stuck. You know what I mean? She's not going to be able to stick with the one she had first anyhow, because there's no one else to take the case, you know?
Because Ellie said there was like 2, and maybe that one's already busy on a murder case, you know?
Well, not
her office.
Like I said, with public defender, you have to get assigned by the judge. You have to take whatever they give you. You know what I mean? Like you don't get a choice in who you know. But he's lucky to get Ann Taylor.
But this is different, though. This isn't just her choosing not to, though. This is like can cause problems in the outcome in the end.
Well, that's what I said. If she's the only attorney, you know what I mean, that can take his case, then a drug case is a lot easier to defend by other attorneys.
Right.
You know
yeah. Yeah.
Like certain qualifications, she might be the only one that can defend Brian right now, you know, with
Well, I think that's pretty much exactly the case, which is why whether she had Xana's mom first or not, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's
cool
like that
thing.
one. Yeah, they need her more on that one. And I don't think it's just not such a big deal, like to do this. Like this happens all the time. And like,
well, and also, wouldn't you think that to pull her off with how it's going and that's already been done, they could call that a conflict, not a conflict of interest, but like it harmed Brian's case in some way. I think there's way more ways that this could be harmful to the murder case than the drug case. And like ethically, she can't do both. So I don't think it's like she's picking and choosing, because she's not doing what she's required to by law and ethics.
Heels. Did you notice when you did your video linking all them people together that Olivia's video came down?
Oh, you guys. Attorneys actually can refuse. Whenever I was doing Leliana's case, they had public.
I'll go check it, Pecan.
And one of them said that they could not represent the killer in the case because he had just beat the hell out of the child. And they said they just couldn't do it. So I think they can actually excuse themselves out of certain situations if they cannot provide appropriate counsel. For one reason or another.
Maybe they're allowed to decline it on their own morals as well.
What, the lawyers?
Okay, I see the roster you just sent, Ellie. Is that what you were sending me?
Yeah, that's like the one that shows like who's like qualifies.
Okay. Let me see here.
And then there's the document.
I love stuff like that. Yeah, that's exactly what I saw. Run a Girl was a petition, and it was really, really obvious that they had like taken the baby's life, and she died in such a horrible way. I could see where it would be hard to defend him at all, you know. Um, I mean, she died strung up in a closet, so I could just see where
Who did?
Leliana Wright.
Oh, I'm like, who in the hell are you? I thought you was talking about one of these. I'm like, wait.
No, they had a really hard time getting appropriate defense for the man in that case because of the
Yeah.
extreme abuse that went on.
Ah, gotcha.
It was so extreme, and he kept having to have new counsel and was complaining that his counsel wasn't actually representing him appropriately, which it would be hard to. I don't know.
It
With
says, who is Ann Taylor? Taylor is allegedly Koberger's attorney, has previously overturned a murder conviction after exposing a Lyon, Idaho police officer.
Wow.
It was in the case of Jonathan Ellington, 45, who was convicted and sentenced to 25 years for the crime of allegedly using his car to run over a woman in a road rage incident. However, the case was soon toppled because Idaho police officer Fred Rice was accused of false testimony at the time. Taylor claimed Rice, who was pivotal in the verdict of Ellington and had a presence in the courtroom, lied in court. The Supreme Court reportedly ruled that Rice did, in fact, lie on the stand. Ellington was, however, later reconvicted of the charges during a second trial. So, yeah, she did get his ass off on a technicality, but he was retried
and
and
found
found guilty.
Yeah. So
Taylor is an Idaho native who graduated from the University of Idaho, where all four slain students were studying. She has a bachelor's degree in political science and a master's degree in public administration. She also got a doctorate degree from the university in 1998. Taylor worked for the Public Defender's Office from 2004 to 2012 before her public practice.
Follow the grain. That's pretty much what I mean. It's like a conflict of interest, but it's different. It's where they can't represent their client like unbiasedly, or I just don't. I'm not sure what words to use there because I'm so tired. I stayed way too late, but
yeah, there's been and all these crazy shootings in California. There's so much going on, you guys. It's ridiculous.
What's going on in Cali? Why are they killing each other?
it's crazy. It's like both during like the Lunar
Yeah,
New
it's the
Year celebration.
They're supposed to be cool celebrations and like what the hell?
What about Bertolino being able to be drawn into the lawsuit?
Oh,
I know. That's weird.
So excited. I don't think it is.
No?
No, and here's
usually
why.
a lawyer being
a lawyer, but look, he wasn't licensed to practice in their state, and he was like their friend, basically, just giving them advice. And the second he realized what was going on, instead of running his mouth and doing things he shouldn't have, he should have been like, whoa, this is really serious. Stop talking to me. Get you a lawyer locally and shut your damn mouth. And instead, they want to do what all rich people do. And this is just my opinion, cutting corners and getting their special little fucking privileges. And he thought that he could just advise them from New York, even though they needed a Florida attorney because they live in Florida and everything's taking place down there. And it's bullshit. He's just their friend. Some schmuck you're friends with that you haven't even actually retained for shit and God knows how long, that doesn't even specialize or isn't even licensed where you're at, to me, should not be afforded attorney-client privilege. And if he had just said no comment, that would be one thing. But he opened his fucking mouth. And somebody made the argument earlier today that, oh, well, maybe he meant Gabby would, come home in a body bag or whatever. And to me, that makes it worse. He acted unethically. He wasn't even fucking licensed in Florida. And if people start getting punished for shit like this, maybe there would be less privilege going on in the justice system and more actual fucking justice. So I'm excited to see what happens. And if it will set a precedent, I doubt it, but I'm excited. I think it's great. But I also don't think that Brian necessarily told his mom what he had done. I think she maybe just knew because it's her son, and
Yeah. Hmm.
you know what I
Like a
mean?
mother's intuition, kind of just the way
Exactly.
he was acting, and
Yes,
mhm.
exactly. And she allowed him to just go off and take his life instead of standing up like a man and taking responsibility for what he'd done. So, quite frankly, fuck them all. And I don't think that their money
Yeah,
and their bullshit friendship should protect them from this situation. It's just my,
yeah,
I mean,
hmm,
you know,
yeah. I mean, the
Thank you,
lawyer.
Face of America, for becoming a new member. There's a lot of people who lost memberships, and I think it's because a lot of them were gifted or paid for. So if you've lost a membership or you can't or you're not a member anymore, that's why they rolled over. So there's a lot of them that came off or whatever.
yeah, welcome to the hive. Also, some people use like preloaded cards and stuff for things like this, so it's not tied to their bank account and it won't always be on auto pay
Oh,
for them. So they have to
yeah.
do it for themselves.
Do you guys know that there's an older lady in jail right now, no bond, for helping her sick husband who was gonna pass anyways. She helped him, unalive
Mm,
himself, and
Oh no, they
I
weren't in the
heard
right to
this.
die state, were they?
they
No.
arrested her, and she's being held with no bail.
That's fucked up. He was
Yeah, it is.
like provably terminally ill.
Yeah, she's like 83, I think. I'll go find it. Hold on.
Is that the couple from Nebraska?
You know, we have more compassion and dignified releases for our animals than we do humans. It's so fucked up.
I know. It's interesting. I thought about that a lot with my dog, like that whole thing. Like, why do we always like do it, or most always do it with dogs, but why not with people when they really, when it's really needed, if they have like ALS or, are so chronic and so much in pain. But it's like interesting that
Yeah.
we do it for our dogs, but not.
I'm all for right to die in terminally ill patients, regardless of where
Yeah.
process.
Mm.
I am all for right to die in those situations.
In those
And like,
extreme circumstances where,
it's
yep,
not my place to judge, not so much in like depression or mental illness situations, unless it's like somebody's practically rabid, which just doesn't normally happen. But if it's terminal and it's going to be slow and painful and you want to die, go for it. Sorry.
yeah. Yeah, I think this was in, oh no, yeah. Oh,
Maybe they didn't realize that there are right to die states, and or they didn't have the money. I mean, I don't know a lot of people these days that are retired and have been for that long that were prepared for this kind of inflation and stuff. So maybe they couldn't even go on some, take them somewhere where they could get help for that. It's so sad.
yeah, because some people, like I know they have like even like not parties, but celebrations where they'll
Yeah.
do, yeah, like Oregon, it's legal, I believe,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh my God. Queen Bella, that's awful. Queen Bella said he wanted them to die together. He was very sick. She wasn't able
Oh,
to kill herself, and it became a police standoff. Oh,
oh
fuck.
my God.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, can you send me the article? I can't even find it. But yeah, that's exactly
I'll
what
find it. I
happened.
have to mute for a
And
minute, so I'll find it for you guys.
Yeah, please
yeah, I
do.
was gonna say it's really sad, man. It's really fucking
That's
sad. And more than likely, if they do keep her, she's gonna die in prison. You know what I mean? And that's sad as hell because she was trying to die with him and couldn't do it.
Oh, I feel so bad. That's so awful. Fuck. Ew. And she has the trauma of like literally putting her husband out of his misery and just, oh my God. Like that is just tragic.
Well, I mean, do you guys believe that you should have the right to die? Or, I mean,
I do. As long as you're terminally ill. As long as you're terminally ill, I think there should be no question as to whether or not they'll give you a cocktail to end your life when you're ready.
yeah, see here, Tony lives here, said, here, let's see. The wife and husband talked it over for months ahead of time. They decided that they would die together, but she shot him and then couldn't go through with shooting herself. Yeah.
It takes a lot of balls to kill yourself. I've always said that. People say that, you know, unaliving yourself is a coward's way out, but I really tend to disagree with that. I think it takes a lot of balls to take
a lot of, like, you have to be like courageous, you know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's like a lot to that.
Gosh, they're so.
I put in the back chat. Like,
yeah, some of them, yeah, some of them it is. It's there's a religious aspect too that they just can't get past that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're just like,
aspect shouldn't dictate whether or not somebody else has the right to, if that's what she means.
Yeah, here's the article right here. Yep. Here, I'll share it real quick with you guys, and then
exactly, Creative Witch UK. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It said 4 hours ago she was charged with murder in 76. So still old. I don't know. Like, I've told my husband, like, if this happens or this happens to me, please let me put myself out of my misery without y'all being mad at me. And they get mad at me when I say it. But like, I fucking mean it.
What's it like to hear?
Yeah, totally. I could see where the fear of burning in hell for certain people would keep them from being able. Yeah, no, I feel that. It's down low and we're echoing.
Where the husband was being treated. Police say the woman told them she and her husband had planned to do this after his health worsened. Police say they used a flashbang to distract her and
you gotta mute to kill the echo, babe.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't get it to even fucking stop.
Following a story out of Daytona Beach, Florida, where an elderly woman is facing charges after police say she shot and killed her terminally ill husband and then barricaded herself in the hospital room where the husband was being treated. Police say the woman told them she and her husband had planned to do this after his health worsened. Police say they used a flashbang to distract her and take her into custody. The incident caused staffers and other patients to go into lockdown. And joining us now is Dr. Joshua Horenstein. He's a cardiologist who had to shelter in place at Advent Health Hospital in Daytona Beach while all of this was unfolding. Dr. Horenstein, thank you for being with us. No doubt this had to be a frightening moment for you, other staffers. Can you walk us through what happened?
Certainly. Thanks for having me. First, I'd just like to say how appreciative I am of all the law enforcement who were there, how quickly they acted, and how they were able to resolve the situation without any further loss of life. It was pretty scary, especially in the early parts where we really just had no idea what was going on. I was rounding in the emergency department when a announcement came on the overhead speakers saying code yellow, and we get codes all the time that refer to patients having cardiac distress, but yellow is not something any of us have ever heard before. So people are looking on their badges to see what that even means. And it says lockdown. So we're all, again, looking at each other like, lockdown, what are we supposed to do about that? And then another 10 seconds later, another alarm goes on saying code silver, shelter in place. And that's where sort of pandemonium started, but in sort of a controlled pandemonium. Everyone started, getting all the patients behind their closed doors, and a nurse knew a code to get into the supply closet, so she and I went in there. And we basically just sat there for the next 30, 40 minutes until we started getting some information off of Twitter about what was going on.
Okay, I don't agree with doing it that way.
Yeah, I didn't know that she was in the hospital. I didn't know they were in the hospital doing all that. I thought they were at home.
Yeah, I don't agree with going in and doing it that way where you're impacting so many other lives and essentially making that one's not okay.
It's messy, but could he leave the hospital is my first question. I'm sorry, I still have more sympathy.
No, but there's other ways that she could have done it than to take a gun in the hospital.
Yeah, they could have like overdosed him or something. I
maybe she could have done something. Fuck. I just don't think that a gun in the hospital was a good idea.
I don't believe a gun in the hospital was the right way to.
You're breaking up real bad.
To do this.
Well, you were. It's okay now.
But I agree. Like the hospital is
basement.
That's a super fucked up setting. I need to know more. I can't judge her. I can't imagine what it's like.
Well, I'm not judging her, but I think a different way. A gun in the hospital wasn't the right way to go. That's my opinion, though. I mean,
oh no, I'm not saying y'all are judging her. I'm just saying like to think about that makes me feel like I'm judging her. So I was just like thinking out loud. You know how my brain is.
Yeah, I'm just,
oh God, that's so fucked up. Like, oh, I mean,
it's a fucked up position to be in. I mean, it really is.
How desperate would you have to be to do that in a hospital? That's what I'm saying. I need to.
Well, I mean, she loved her husband. If he was in that much pain and he was dying, maybe, maybe he had begged her, and she just said, "Fuck it," went home and got his gun and took it up there and did it. I mean,
oh my God, could you imagine being in that position though? My God,
no, I couldn't. That'd be tough. That would be tough as hell. But I mean, she obviously loves him because I mean, she did.
Yeah.
Willing to do that, you know what I mean?
God, I hope that she gets to bond out. Is that fucked up that I hope she gets out of trouble? I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I hope she gets out of trouble too. She's old as hell. I mean, she's not gonna be alive much longer. She's lived her life. You know what I mean? It's not like they're taking her life away from her.
Yeah. Gosh, I don't know. Yeah, follow the grain. That's easy for you to say at your age. She's 70 fucking 6. She doesn't know where to get something off the streets to do it calmly. That's a pretty big assumption. Like most people that age can't even find a bag of weed. I doubt she can get H or anything like that.
Right. Well, yeah,
she's 76, Avery, I think, according to somebody in chat. Yeah, I feel hella bad for her too, Caps. That's like so fucked up. If that was my grandma, oh my God.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Oh, hell, if it was my grandma, I would have been the one doing it for her so she could have gotten away. I'd be the one sitting in jail right now.
Well, yeah, but she was supposed to also do it. So I don't think that the plan, even though she couldn't, I don't think that the plan would have including other people. That was a redundant way to put it, but you know what I mean?
I was picking up what you were putting down.
Yeah. That's so sad. Oh my God, Elton, you're being so... There's nobody even outside. It's pouring rain.
Oh my God, Elton.
He's just being an asshole. I'm sorry for anybody with earbuds.
Oh my God, no.
There's no warning to this. He just starts going off. There's no like preemptive thing.
He's a dog. It's okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying, follow the grain, but really it's not as easy to OD and die on sleep aids as you would think, especially not already in the hospital where they can intervene.
Well, yeah, we don't even know if he had a fucking G tube or, you know what I mean? Like, maybe he couldn't swallow fucking pills or something. You know what I mean? Like, even if she did get a bunch of pills, maybe he couldn't swallow them. I mean, we're talking about a 76-year-old woman, I mean, I don't know how her husband was, but.
Well, today when the animals were sick, you took them out back, you shot them and you buried them. But lady, this is your husband in a hospital. Y'all needed a better plan. Fuck. I can't imagine the trauma she must feel having to put him out like that.
Well, yeah, and then to have to go sit in jail and
and think about it. Yeah,
you probably just don't even give a fuck anymore, though. You know what I mean? Like shit, it's
Darcy, I
I
think.
do feel bad for her because her old ass sleeping on that concrete block's gonna hurt her fucking back.
Oh, bitch! I didn't even think about that.
Fuck, shit. Using them little cold ass fucking stainless steel toilets, that's gonna be it's not gonna be very good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Felony Melanie. I think we do, Darcy, in about 5 states. It's not just one state anymore, Avery. But it's not in many states.
Well, I was gonna say I thought there was a couple of states there where there was a right to die. You had, you know what I
Last
mean? Like
time
you had
I
to,
looked it up, and I have looked it up before because I'm chronically ill. It was like, I think there was like 5 different states that you could do that in. But it's like, it's heavily.
and I thought chronically ill was like cancer, AIDS, like, you know, something that
No,
was, you know what I'm saying, that would kill, like leukemia. You know what I mean? That's
Well,
gonna,
that's terminally.
Yeah,
like,
that's terminal. Chronic is like MS. It's lupus.
oh, chronically. Okay, yeah,
Lupus.
that's what. Isn't that what you said, or what did you say?
Chronic. This guy was.
Oh, okay, okay.
But as a chronically ill person, there you do have thoughts sometimes. Okay, what can I live with? What do I consider a good quality of life? And if I get to the point where I don't have one, what do I do? And what are my options? So yeah, I've looked into it, you know, and it's not as many places as I feel should be.
Right, right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just wanted to know how many states that we had, like how many states we have that will.
I want to say Washington and Oregon are 2.
Look it up again. Hold on. Let's see where we're at now in 2023. I'll look it up. Let me roll over here to the laptop.
Yeah, with it being so, you know, with the, here, mute that real quick so you can go hear the typing. With it being 2023, you would think that there would be more states that would be, you know, I don't know.
Oh, there's actually, it says physician-assisted suicide or medical aid in dying is legal in 11 jurisdictions: California, Colorado, District of Columbia, Hawaii, Montana, Maine, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington. So it's actually increased since the last time I looked.
So there we go.
I can go back to Montana and die with dignity.
Well, yeah, isn't that what it's called? Death with dignity or something like that?
Death with dignity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, if I knew I had to go, I wouldn't, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to, after, you know, watching someone that I love very, very close to me die of cancer, you know what I mean? And it tore them the fuck up.
Oh, sorry for the clicking. I realized I set my phone down by the keyboard. My bad, guys.
I muted you, baby. That way it didn't, you know what I mean?
Extra clicky keyboard, too. So.
Yeah, so as soon as you started typing, I muted you so that they didn't have to, you know what I mean? So it went in the earbuds.
Yeah, I heard you say it, but it didn't register when I set my phone down. That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I feel bad for anybody in that situation.
Yeah, that sucks, man. It fucking sucks.
I'm going to have
to... Anyhow. What up, B-Tim?
Hey,
what you doing?
Nothing much.
Come to join the conversation?
Yeah, it's a very uplifting conversation.
Yeah, isn't it?
You know, very uplifting. It makes me like very happy for a Tuesday.
Where do you stand? I'm going to be seriously curious, though, Tim. Where do you stand on right to die?
I'm for the person's own choice, but also you have to make sure that, number one, it's not like a lie where the person says, yeah, this person wanted to commit suicide, so I put him out of his misery. And
right.
The truth was that they just wanted to murder them. And the other one is you have to be careful if it's like the thing is, it gets a little iffy if it's like a mental illness, because I remember I was watching this Vice documentary. It was called Right to Die, Vice. And it was like 5 years ago, and it showed a woman. It was Antoinette, and it showed her.
That.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I've seen it too. I know what you're talking about.
That's why not for mentally ill, but terminally ill. I can agree with all day long. But that's not an easy call, man.
Yeah. So that woman was mentally ill, and she wanted to die. She didn't have any physical ailments. I think it was. I'm not sure. I have to rewatch it, but it was something mental. And she did assisted euthanasia. Assisted suicide or. So unaliving, sorry, I'm trying to think of an appropriate word not to hit the YouTube thing. And basically she did that in her house around people. Yeah, so I mean, like that's where you get kind of sketchy if it's mental and stuff like that.
Yeah, see, it would be hard, but just because you're mentally ill, I guess it doesn't keep you from making that decision. But you know, I believe counseling and stuff like that should be involved as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think there should definitely be some kind of
I agree.
mental
Just to
health
double,
help.
you know, just to you know,
Also, yeah,
speak to
Sure.
somebody and talk, you know, talk things out to see if that's, you know, something maybe that you really, you know, there's not other ways, or you know what I'm saying? Maybe you're just feeling down and out that day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, but it's a pretty tough situation because you kind of also the concept of hell is actually just a Catholic thing that just started up in 1000 AD. It was, you know,
But it still affects some people.
mentally it makes it, but like if it was actually to keep like Catholic the Catholic belief, like people who believed in Catholicism controlled by the church, so it's kind of like I don't think it's as people would put it, you would burn in hell for something like that. I'm just saying. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's up to the person. I mean, it's a very tough situation. A lot of people say no, but if you're in that type of pain, then you're probably going to make your decision at that point. And you know, and it also goes to your quality of life. Let's say you're bedbound and you can't move anymore, and you're in tremendous pain, then it becomes a torture at that point.
Yeah,
So
that's not living. That's what I'm saying. Like quality of life should be considered more often, I feel like. It's just
I
yeah,
agree.
that's no life at all to live that way.
yeah. But I mean, the state. I mean, like unfortunately, like laws are very slow to these things. But yeah, I would say like a good documentary people should watch is definitely the Vice episode, Right to Die episode. It was like you can actually watch it on Vice channel. It's for free on YouTube, and it's actually pretty interesting if you ever want to watch it. So, if
All right.
anyone and then in the chat wants to watch it or something like that, I think it's legal in Belgium or something like that.
I definitely have seen that, and it was kind of disturbing, but I don't feel like obviously that doesn't apply to this situation, but
Yeah, what is the situation with this one? I heard you guys kind of talk. I just came back from work, so I heard a little bit of what you were starting when I came back with the woman that.
best I can say is a 76-year-old woman had a terminally ill husband who was in the hospital. She shot him and was supposed to take her own life, but instead it turned into a police standoff, and she's being held with murder charges currently.
Was he on opiates, like they like morphine and stuff like that?
I don't know. I don't even know what was actually wrong with him. It's just being stated that he was terminal.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's a tough one. The problem is that they have to prove. Like unfortunately, like the law is kind of like, you know, there's no emotions a lot of times. It's like it's
Very
like
white, yes.
like first off you have to prove now, did this guy consent to it or you just went there and did it, you know what I mean? Like the lawyer has to figure it out, and that's unfortunate. But
I feel bad for her, man. I feel like if the death with dignity was available in every state, then yeah, an action like that should
well,
be prosecuted.
the
But
problem
not. So people
yeah
are gonna make decisions. You know what I mean?
yeah but the problem is that the law, when she did that, the law now has to figure out, was she really assisting in his
Oh no, I agree
unaliving?
with you.
Yeah,
I understand and agree that that definitely raises some issues for sure.
yeah.
But man, like
But when the law doesn't catch up to times, then you get situation where it gets very, very hard.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, it happens a lot. Look at, like, for instance, we'll do another example: marijuana. All those people that went to jail
yeah.
for all these years for something very simple, all because of a ridiculous, kind of a racist campaign
Yep.
where they just basically wanted to outlaw it.
The war on drugs, yes.
Yeah,
And
you
then
know,
you have the places where you get the 3 strikes and you literally have people serving life sentences for marijuana.
yeah.
Yes.
So like the law just doesn't catch up, and it's just like these guys just have to do the letter of the law that exists because your local representative wastes all his time on the stupidest shit you can possibly imagine instead of a important subject just like this that
Yeah.
allows people to have rights. But I mean, it is what it is.
It's frustrating is what it fucking is, man.
Yeah.
I find it to be like what some people may consider like overly emotional, but it literally like overly invested or something. But it's like, I think death with dignity and then being treated with dignity after death are some of the most important, just basic rights we have. And it's frustrating what's happening.
Yeah. It's definitely sad. I mean,
poor
like,
old woman, dude, poor old woman.
well, you know what I mean? We'll see what happens. But you know what I mean? Like, the thing is, like, you have to realize that, like, the state has to just kind of figure out what that is. And also, like, what happened with the flashbang? Like, why do they need to use the flashbang or something like that on her?
I don't know. Maybe because there was a standoff. Maybe they were trying to keep her from killing herself. I don't know. I just know that in a state like Florida, where people literally go to die, you would think that this issue would be addressed already. The elderly population.
No one. Oh, Heels wants to correct you. She says no one is serving a life sentence for marijuana. Yeah, I didn't see that, but you know, people are to have a three. I think that girl you were just referring to, a 3-strike law type.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, but people have gone to jail.
Although I do remember seeing something recently on the news that's exactly what was happening. So I'll have to look that up, Heels. But I do believe I saw something recently where that was involved, and that's what was happening to the person. So let me look it up.
Okay, the Google.
It could have been for like not just because they had a bag. I mean, like trafficking, going across state lines.
Yeah,
that
let me
nature.
see.
Yeah,
you add a gun to that, and it's an enhanced violent crime.
Exactly. I don't just mean, hey, they had some for personal use in their pocket. It doesn't have to be violent. No, it doesn't. It just has to be a felony in some places. It depends on what kind, but it doesn't have to be violent. Here, if you commit a robbery with a gun, whether you...
Oh, I found it actually. It says, let me see, life without parole. Man receives 3rd-strike sentence for possessing more than an ounce of pot. Let me see what that.
That's probably the same story I was just recently looking into. So just like with the other case I was mentioning, that
in what state?
This is probably another case that I know about.
Mississippi. It says one of which was
yes, they are very anti
case that's ever happened, you know. But there are people, very few, but there are people that are literally in prison for damn near ever because of nothing. But see, I didn't finish my thought. Basically, if you have a gun here, whether you use it or not, even if it's not loaded, it's automatically ups the thing. So usually a gun makes it violent, but if it's not even used or loaded, that's still not a violent crime. It's a scary one, but it's not violent.
Yeah. So what happened with this guy? Basically, the first offense he did was burglarize, was considered violent offense. Then the second one was found in possession of a weapon and convicted for a felony. And finally, on November 29, 2017, he was arrested for carrying somewhere between 44 and 80 grams of marijuana, which is a felony. Since the amount exceeds 30 grams under the law, Russell was then sentenced after the 3rd strike to life in prison without possibility of parole. He appealed the sentence, saying that it was cruel and unusual punishment and is grossly disproportionate to the possessing a smallish amount of marijuana. But in their opinion, which you can find here, the court appears to have been split 4-3. The majority said that he wasn't being sentenced for marijuana alone, but because he was a habitual offender and thus subject to Mississippi law, which remains in force. And this, I gotta check out if it's like he's still in jail for this, but yeah, this is the article you can look up. So yeah.
Whenever I was looking into it just the other day, I do believe he is still currently incarcerated.
Yeah.
And that's why I pre-qualified that with the 3-strike rule. I know that it's hard for people to believe that that's happened, but it has. And it just proves Tim's point.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know about that, Heels, because I don't think, like, I think everyone smokes marijuana in this chat, so going to jail for your 3rd strike for possessing of marijuana kind of messed up.
If he knew that's still not okay to take somebody's life away over pot, that's just, we'll just have to hope that that doesn't happen to anybody that you care about. Yes, he's black. Of course he is, Hackab. Of course he is.
Why, is he black? I don't know. I have to read it.
If it's the same person, which it sounds like, yes, the one I'm reading about is an African American.
I mean, like, unfortunately, a lot of early laws when it came to drugs were motivated for race reasons. So a lot of them, racial reasons. So
if we're going to put people in prison forever for stupidity, I know plenty of people around here that need to line on up to get picked up.
yeah, I guess so. That would be. I guess there'd be a lot of people in jail.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
Choo choo, the convict express are rolling through.
I bet I'd have to serve a few years myself.
Yeah.
Done some stupid shit before. Not like that, but still made bad decisions. I mean, everybody has.
Yeah. But yeah, you're reading a very enthusiastic. Thank you. It's just this very, very fun topic of really fun.
He's like from one fun topic to the next.
Yeah, like great, a guy. I mean, I'm looking at the guy's mugshot, and it's.
Is it the same one? Is he an African American?
Yeah, bald.
Yep, same guy.
Yeah.
It's weird because I just happened to be reading about that recently. That's happened to me a few times.
Yeah.
A few times. I think I would like to see people who hurt children get those kind of sentences.
Well, that will never happen because
But that's what I would like to see. Not some dude who's got a couple of crimes under his belt and then has a little bit more marijuana than allowed by law. I would rather see the pedos get those kind of sentences instead of continuously being let out to hurt children.
Yeah.
Exactly, Chloe. We'd all be in jail. I mean,
yeah.
Everybody does stupid stuff sometimes.
Indeed. So what else you guys been listening to and talking about?
The that Bertolino got that the family got the right to bring Bertolino into the lawsuit.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. Allison said, B. Tim, can you say, oh, how fun, like Jaundice, please?
I don't know if I could say it like that guy. That guy, I need to listen to him saying it a couple of times, to be honest with you.
So the Petitos are going to be able to include Bertolino in the lawsuit.
Okay.
Is basically it. We'll see. I'm sure the next thing we'll hear is him trying to, argue against that and get it missed or whatever. I can't think of the appropriate words on 4 hours of sleep, but you know what I mean.
Well, to CM's response, I think once you're convicted, you should take a vacation to Hawaii and enter into an exclusive suite into a volcano. But anyway, an active volcano.
Dude, I think that if we walked, I'd love that idea. And if we did that with more people and forced them to walk the plank in lava, I think less people would be touching kids.
Like literally have it like a filmed event, pay-per-view.
Yep.
I think everyone would love that. But yeah, let me see if I could try to do a Jaundice thing. Let me see. Oh, how
totally
fun.
pay-per-view, and then it would fund the cost of the next exposition.
Exactly.
Oh, God. I wish we could make them walk the plank, dude.
Yeah, I mean, like, it just seems like a little ridiculous that, I mean, like, if you watched, like, a lot of the older cases and even some of these other cases where people do these terrible things, like, to kids and stuff like that, and to women and to men sometimes, depending on the situation, they just, like, literally serve, like, a little time and they're just let out. It's like, okay, that makes, like, fucking no sense to me, but, you know.
You got a guy that had 2 ounces of pot and he's been in for 15 years. Okay, yeah.
Well, what the courts ruled that he was habitual, like they were saying, well, he was an habitual offender. But it's like, if you look at his offenses, it's mostly like, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, it's not good. But the thing is, like, you kind of like throwing a guy in for marijuana. Maybe he was changing his life and he was just smoking marijuana. You know what I mean? Like, kind of weird.
I just don't. I'm sorry, but I don't think tax dollars should go to lock up people for grass. I think it needs to go to lock up pedos and things of that nature. If you're in prison for the rest of your life, I need violent offenses on your record. I need that you killed someone. I need that you, RAP eat a child. That to me is a jailable for the rest of your life offense. Your third strike with some marijuana, not. And it's my opinion,
Yeah.
I can't with that. I cannot with the fact that we do not protect our children but we're going to crucify people forever because they got their third drug charge when half of them are addicts.
And in some states, it's legal. It's absolutely legal. You know what I mean? That's very weird that you have like people, like some states, it's absolutely legal. Like I can literally go to in New York City, they have like, I think coffee/weed places that you can order a coffee and smoke some weed on the side of New York, on the sidewalk.
Murray found some info that I didn't the other day. She said he's out now, but it took like an act of Congress.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank God, Murray, thank you. Because I probably fruit holed out into something else with my ADD before I found that. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Murray.
Thank you, Murray.
I think he should. Good. I'm glad. I bet he won't do it again.
I bet you he's moving to another state where it's legal now.
That's right. So weird. Like you go literally 4 hours from me, you can buy anything you want. Like it's all totally legal. But if I come back across the state out, lines 4 hours back, I have multiple felonies in my
yeah.
That's fucking.
I would just be like, I'm gone from this state. Like that would be that. I'd be like, I'm going to California or any other state that's legal. If I was like a pot smoker, that would be it.
Yes. She said maybe a different guy. Okay, let me go check, Murray. Give me just 1 second, baby. Let me go check. I can't really check from my phone.
What are you guys talking about now? I'm back.
Nothing, anything but the top on it. Anything but the said top.
Yeah. So.
Oh my God, what amazing news. One of my literal lifelong best friends has been battling breast cancer for, I want to say 5 or 6 years now. And she'll never be in remission because of how things are, but they just did her CT scans and the results show no cancer anywhere. So it's not detectable. It's there, but it's not growing and it's not detectable. And that's amazing. Good. I just saw that when I opened up my Facebook. I'm going to cry. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's not the same guy. This is somebody else that got charged and sentenced to life with no parole for marijuana. And he's out because he's white. I'm sorry. I said it. I meant it. But no, that's a different guy, actually, Murray. But good for him. I'm glad he got it.
Also, is it like another state?
That's Missouri. So, yes, it is.
Yeah, that's probably Mississippi's pretty bad.
Just goes to show there's more than just the one I knew about that's gone to prison for life over marijuana. So,
yeah. Also, Mississippi's kind of crazy with how they do these things.
Sometimes. Mississippi's like almost as bad as Idaho when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Kate, I hope it comes out okay. I really do. I can't believe he's still okay. Oh, I'm still just going to cry. This is... Yeah, no, that's a different dude, but I'm glad he got out, Murray. That's cool for him. I can't help but think if the other gentleman that's been in trouble had the same color again, he'd be out too. And I don't care who doesn't agree with me on that. It's statistically proven in our system over and over again.
Well, originally, the reason why cocaine was illegal, I think it was represented in Congress because of the example I said before a while ago.
Wasn't that about the time they were trying to phase out some of the Jim Crow laws? So they started a new war on drugs. Wouldn't that have been
Well, I mean, the testimony was that cocaine given to a black man would make him harder to shoot down with your gun and also make him horny for white women.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I remember some of those campaigns. And I cannot believe that people actually fell for that shit. It's beyond me how anybody can. But, they do the same thing now with some of the immigrants. And it's just amazing how ignorant some people are.
Yeah, it was just back then. That was not what it was. I think I heard that. I heard that on the History Channel. So I have to pull up the article to make sure.
Hackam says, even the right to die states you have to have a doctor's approval and the meds are insanely expensive from what I've heard. I believe that.
Yeah, it has to be very specific, the whole protocol of it.
Yeah, Happy, it's an unpopular thing to say out loud, but it's the truth. And the more people like us that recognize that as the truth, the closer we can come to a change for actual equality. So I'll say it. I don't give a fuck who don't like me for it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get me started. Don't get me started.
But yeah, different types of cancer. But anyway, What did you hear about the anything new with the Molly and all those other people? I saw JLR was like literally outside screaming at people from
True.
last night.
And
Yeah, we covered the out there screaming outside the courthouse at the Murdoch trial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He
He's
played
busy.
the weekend from.
He's very busy. He was like in front of Carol Baskin's property 4 days ago, walking around a path.
You guys, what's the Hollywood cemetery that plays movies? I know that's totally left field, but I can't think of the name. Isn't there's a cemetery in California where they play movies and I can't remember what it is. Does anybody know?
I don't know. I'm sure the chat will figure it out.
Oh, like Hollywood Forever Cemetery? I know.
Okay, I think that is it. Thank you. Yeah, Cappy,
Yeah.
I can't help it. You know how I am on like social justice issues. It's just
Is it true that Drunken Turkey like dropped down? I'm just gonna check right now.
Yeah, please look, because I hope so.
What did Drunken Turkey do?
I'm trying to see if they took down an interview.
Not the original two ones. They were still up. Let me look. They were up.
Okay, so they still have Ryan Cover discussion with Lana. They have that one. They have the Idaho 4 with Chronicles of Olivia. But I do not.
They have the ones from 8 and 10 days ago, like part 1 and part 2. Those are still up.
They still have
like
that up.
200,000 views, 202K views, and one has 174K views.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, that's so many people are watching those. That's where all the misinformation is getting, spread from.
Yeah,
What
that's
do you
frustrating.
Hey, Navy Tex.
What do you think of this whole dynamic, though, since we're on that subject, of like basically how people are kind of like you have people that just jump up on a panel, say an opinion and then it just becomes fact because of that, because the people on the panel don't verify them, or like they just kind of like push it, or you know what I mean, like what happened with the drunk turkey situation.
But they had to know that information, like, yeah, you could vet a person, but the information is unvettable unless there's like text messages or some kind of like receipts
and even
that go with that.
I think I would only believe it if they showed me like a report where they had turned everything into the police.
Yeah, I mean, like,
it can be fake.
And then you can't even believe it because they could be telling the police the story,
But that would at least make it more likely to be true if they also told the cops. I think.
Yeah.
As lying to
but
it's fucking business. Lying to YouTube, nah.
Drunk Turkey is basically, that's where the origin of the Kim WSO person came from. Basically, she went on there live, she started talking this stuff, and then everyone just kind of picked it up from there, started watching him, and then like Olivia got her to do that little interview on her channel, and then Lana went on there, and that woman came up there, and Kim basically admitted that she knows JLR, she shoots text to JLR, she knows them all. And even Molly Golightly donated like $20 while watching that disaster. So they're all.
I think she was in the Facebook group as well. Kim, like somebody posted like this long post from her, because that Idaho 4 like Facebook group that has like 250,000 people in it. There was like a Kim that posted, and some of the things she was saying was exactly the same as the other that Kim, other Kim was saying.
Yeah, Jones says sorry by Drunken Turkey are just as shitty and Olivia on this one. Yeah, I mean, like, unfortunately, they did not verify that. They kind of legitimized it, like just some random person. They didn't, do any sort of fucking background check, and everyone just picked it up. And it's like,
But even if they verified her identity, I don't think that even matters. Like, she could be who she says she is, but like the information could be sounds like it's completely made up to me, just sounds like very like out, like kind of into conspiracy land a little.
Well, their channel is kind of conspiracy land. I mean, they're talking about Russia claims to have shot down UFOs. It's kind of like, it's kind of like they like the idea of doing a little conspiracy and,
true crime together.
Yeah, a little bit. Which that's how Dolly started. So
yeah.
But
That was
the
like
problem,
Ryan's appeal a little.
yeah, but the problem is that when you allow people to jump up on the panel like that, that's, you know, it's kind of sad that it's spread so much. It's kind of interesting if you think about it too. Like it's like a good case study on how, you know, some random lady can just jump on a panel and it can just spread to hundreds of thousands of people believing it. Or watching it. You know, it's kind of an interesting like case study on like human behavior if you think about it, like an experiment or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't know. I just got a clip sent to me that said Laura said she was going to make up a fake phone call and she was going to put it out just for an experiment.
Oh yeah, I listened to that.
Yes,
Yeah.
Are you
ma'am.
fucking serious? That
Yes,
dumbass
ma'am.
bitch.
Yeah, but she said she stopped it in the last.
She said
minute.
she chickened out because she just can't lie.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
bullshit.
saying.
She just don't want to go to jail for putting out false bullshit like these other motherfuckers are going to end up doing.
Well, let's be real. No one's going to jail. If that Morris guy didn't go to jail, no one's going to
Yeah,
jail.
he lives in Canada, don't he? But I mean, they did say you keep fucking around, we're going to take people to jail. They're going to start getting in trouble for it. I don't know about going to jail, but maybe get a ticket. I don't know. I don't know how that would work.
Something happened because he went kind of quiet.
Yeah, how would that?
A lot of
well, when
videos,
that officer said that, how would that work? What would they do? What would they be able to do?
Don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you. I don't think you can actually arrest someone in Canada.
If they could, I wonder if they could prove you were making up fake shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it has to be like a defamation, like a source of the defamation, though, right?
well, that or interfering in an active murder investigation. I mean, you know,
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I mean, I don't know why anyone would even entertain, like, think about that. Like, why would you even think about doing that? In my opinion, just like
people are fucking ignorant, just plain ignorance.
Like, come on, like that's just I never even think about that, but someone like thinking about that is like fucking sus to me, you know, very sus.
If you'll think about doing it in an active murder investigation of 4 kids, what else? What other evidence and whatever phone calls and whatever bullshit have you done for your fucking channel to fake it? You know, for views and fucking clicks and shit. What the fuck?
Well, I think the part that got me so agitated about it all was that she said that she was going to do it to see what kind of sub growth her channel would get and how many views and everything it would bring. So if that doesn't tell you that she's deviously devious, I don't know what else will. So
it's fucking gross. It's so gross. The fact, I'm sorry, not sorry, you don't have to agree, but that thought process from anyone shows a skewed, I'm trying to think of the most polite way to put this I can. It just shows a warped sense of
skewed moral compass.
There you go. Something like that. But that's not even what I was going to say. Like, it's just, there's something wrong
She
with
was entertaining the idea. Do you know what I mean?
it was like, her fucking idea that's her brainchild is the issue, is what I'm trying to say.
That she has a thought.
It wouldn't occur to me to do that. But it wouldn't occur to me to fake a fight with Queen so we could gain subs either. So, I mean, there's that. I just, whatever. Maybe she meant it some other. I wasn't there, but that's just disturbing.
I don't know about that. Oh,
yeah, I wasn't there. I just got the clip from it. And I'm like, you fucking dumbass bitch.
Why would you even say that?
Why would you admit it? Yeah, why admit that?
Like, she makes an exposed one on me, and then she literally admits my point in her own live to deny what I said to her. It's like, do you like write a script before you go online? So you know, when you do your lives or something, like, because it's not working, this random mishmash where you just talk randomly because you're kind of fucking yourself over.
I don't know. I think just, you know, she wants to make lives about you and shit. I think I might make a live about Unclone Capone tonight, maybe.
Nah, don't. No.
Oh, don't stoop to her level.
No.
We're better than her.
Oh, fuck all that.
It's not worth it.
Queen, fuck all that. Shut up.
What was the lie she was saying?
It might not be worth it to you guys. It'll be worth it to me. That's why I said I had to keep my mouth shut yesterday, because I sure the fuck was going to say some real hateful shit.
Girl, I'm your friend. I got your back,
you.
but I just know that you're better than she is. So that's what I'm gonna say.
Don't pull voices, babe.
Oh no, you don't want to pull voices, and you're gonna be done.
From voices'
done.
mouth.
Oh no, shit.
I
Don't pull a voice.
Well, hey, you want to pull voices? You know I'm gonna be right there for it. Bitch.
I'll pull my own shit. I don't give a goddamn. I don't have to pull anybody.
Yeah, I was about to say you weren't around for the OG days, but QueenBee will just pull a QueenBee, bitch.
I'm gonna just read it. I'm gonna read scientific.
You guys wouldn't even know shit. I'm shit.
Fuck around, find out, bitches.
Yeah, I'm gonna read Scientific Skeptics comic that like basically points out exactly.
Oh, I like him.
He
he calls out a bunch of bullshit, and I I love it that he goes after Chris too.
He says the irony is that she is both depending on her mood. She is nothing if not tragically and chronologically inconsistent and unprincipled. LOL.
Is the LOL supposed to soften that harsh ass statement? I just, you know, I'm glad you didn't do it.
There's a difference in her running her fucking cocksucker and motherfucker starting shit, right?
Yes.
So when she runs her fucking mouth and says stupid ass shit that she knows is gonna, you know what I'm saying? There's a big fucking difference in someone else saying it or her saying it. You know what I'm saying? There's people that like to start shit. There's people that like to get me going, but there's also Laura running her motherfucking mouth, doing the shit her motherfucking self. People don't need to help Laura. Laura fucks up all on her own.
Yeah, she's her worst enemy. She's absolutely her worst enemy.
She is. I can agree with those statements.
She doesn't really stand for anything. I think that's her big problem. She kind of sways back.
Well, like the problem is that the reason why I said that whole situation is because she wants to do. I said you're doing exactly what Queen's doing is reviewing the Olivia thing. So if you're going to call Queen basically a tragedy leech, then you're a leech
and
too.
Heels. She wants to know why you don't ever do clips about her. Why you never make clips about Laura. She would like to know.
Probably because, you know.
I just want to make sure, like, I'm on the right page because I'm everywhere. You guys know that. Like, she just said that was an idea she had. It wasn't anything that she's ever actually.
No, she didn't do that. No, she didn't admit doing that. No.
Entertaining the idea.
She was entertaining the idea, but then she chickened out basically the last minute.
Okay, well, I'm glad she didn't actually do it at least. My God.
Yeah, I mean, like, she is her worst enemy. Like, literally, like, she got into this whole kerfuffle with Queen and Tragedy Pimps Exposed because Tragedy Pimps Exposed made a 1-minute clip about her. And also, the majority of the clip was about
Well, I was fucking there for it. It was like weird. It was weird at best.
Yeah, she said heels in the air last night. I got someone sent it to me. She said, why doesn't heels in the air always? Why doesn't she clip me? She's a legit clip channel. She clips people. Why doesn't she clip me?
I don't know, Heels. Why don't you click?
Better watch what you ask for, Laura.
I mean, like, Heels.
I personally liked when she said that Tragedy Pimps Exposed is so far up your ass that they're tickling your throat. I thought
that's okay. That's jealous much.
Yeah, well, that's because she
Who is she to make that determination? Who's up?
I mean, I'm not a fucking. I don't sit here and cuss people out and talk shit to all my fucking, Patreons and dox them. I don't sell shit to them and then dox the piss out of them when I get mad at them and use my orders and do all that. I don't do all that shit.
Baby Jesus has left the building and QueenBee has taken over. If everybody would like to put their tray in the upright position and go ahead and hit that like button, won't interrupt the stream. Thank you. I'm
gonna call my
calm your party tits, girl. Calm them party tits. People ain't worth it. I just wish the fuckery could end for,
Well, I mean, it's like ridiculous. And then she puts it behind a paywall. It's like, okay, so every time you go after someone, you put it behind a goddamn paywall. Like,
oh, you know what? Here, fuck it. Since we like dropping clips, go ahead. Mods, make sure you rotate Tragedy Pimps Exposed, Hartley.
Yeah, Hartley's a good one.
Kool-Aid, the Kool-Aid channel. What else do we got? Who else do we got?
Hartley, the Kool-Aid channel, Lippy, Hills.
There we go. Rotate all the clip channels, all of them. Fuck it.
Chronicles of the Shady.
Here we go. Yep.
Lippy's a cute one. There's the one who chronicles Molly Go Lightly. Like, I think it's Everything Go Lightly. I don't remember. Nick, what channel is that?
Wait, who's that one that does the old guy voice? Because that shit cracks me the motherfucker up.
There's some really good ones, There really is some good ones.
But you know what? There's a lot of them. I didn't even realize how many clip channels we had. Like I love watching them. Don't get me wrong.
And Laura's infinite wisdom, she decides to go to war with all of those clip channels because she's like, what is wrong with you? Like, even like,
well, I mean, there are people that do fuck with her every day. Like, I understand that, but the sure the fuck ain't us. So you know what I'm saying? You need to be going at them. Don't fucking go over here and start shit.
Yeah, it's like the problem is that
what's her famous line? If you don't like it, don't listen. If you don't like it, don't listen.
No, she has other people listen for her.
Because talking shit about us will bring her 300-400 people in the fucking chat. Talking shit about dumb shit and making shit up, you know, is only 120-200 people. So
I don't even know why she even made.
NewsTubers is back. They haven't been around for a little while. I wondered what the fuck was going on with them.
Yeah, NewsTubers.
I don't even know. I don't even know why.
They're funny. They got some little characters. They're so funny as hell.
Yeah, they did like a Molly with like
Jones in.
Oh my god!
When
they drop Jones in.
When they put Natasha's recliner in the back of a truck and had her riding down the street.
Bitch, I fucking died watching that.
That shit was classic, bitch.
That was fucking. Oh my god, I cracked the fuck up on that.
I did too, dude. That was great. Seriously.
When they had
look, she's been ban evading for so fucking long. How many channels does she made? Like probably 50.
No, she's up to 27 that have been taken away.
I know the new one. The channel name 1000.0 plus is the literal channel name now. So
what the fuck?
So she knows. Oh my god. Crazy.
Look, here's our pictures.
That's cute.
Oh, Cappy made this for you last night, B Tim.
I saw it. It was
actually look at that, B Tim.
That's true. Nobody triggers MGL like blank screen.
Listen, now.
Oh my god, I don't know who the fuck that is, but that motherfucking account is funny as hell. And let me tell you something else. Some lady came in and you know, tried to comment in my fucking comment section like I was that blank screen or whatever. Then she went over to that blank screen to their chat and said, listen here, QueenBee, you ain't fooling me or something. I fucking laughed so damn hard. I'm like, this fucking bitch thinks I'm whoever the fuck you are. You know what I mean? Oh my God. I fucking crack up because every time they make a comment, they piss Molly the fuck off. Every time. Never fails. They could just say, hey, in her chat and she will fucking go off.
Oh, she getting a little taste of her own medicines.
What up, yo? You be fucking with your name. I almost knocked you out of here.
Get my hold on the back.
I was gonna say I almost knocked you out.
That's because blank screen used to come in and spam Molly's chat.
That guy.
Oh, look here. Hold on. But please know the difference between clips, satire, and commentary. A creator the other day was going to play my clips without my commentary. Yeah, no. No, see, we don't do that. And I feel like when you play somebody's videos, you should definitely give them credit and you should drop their videos. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't
know
know about being forced to share commentary because your clip and your commentary may not fit the context that the creator's wanting to speak about it in. So I don't.
Well, then they need to go clip their own shit.
Well, yeah, but either you're a clip channel or you're not. You know?
Yeah, that's fine, but don't be clipping my shit and taking it all out of there. Hell no. See, we're not gonna do that. If you want to do that, go clip your own shit. Go fucking find the stream and clip your own shit.
Dude.
What was he thinking? I don't even know who did it, but that was some bullshit. Whoever the fuck did that.
If I use somebody's clips, I also put their clips in my description. I put clips courtesy of, and then I put the links to where the video is.
See, I say I'm going to do that, and then I fucking get busy as soon as I get off here. Oh, she said I'm not a clip channel.
Oh, see, I thought you were.
No, she's not a clip channel.
Satire and...
yeah, she's satire. Basically, she makes a
commentary.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad, Heels. I thought you were a clip channel.
No, it's the thing is that what she sometimes does when she doesn't say anything, she actually edits it. So that's kind of satire as well when you edit it to a certain degree as well.
And doesn't she commentate through it? So that kind
In
of
some videos she does.
In the bushes, look, is JLR hiding back there?
In the bushes. Oh, no.
In the bushes. I love that name. And Zen, I see you over in Molly's all the time. So I know you like some drama, girl, just like you know. So I know
Zen
you do. You
loves
like drama
Molly.
just like we all do. Huh?
Oh,
Zen loves Molly.
Yeah. Speaking of which, did you hear like Laura had fucking Jaundice for All in this chat, and he was like open supporting her, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, and they were loving all over him.
Who did? Who did?
Laura had Jaundice for All, and he's like
Laura.
giving her such like he was like, oh, just giving her support, and I'm like sitting here, I'm like, wait a minute.
He said,
I had to go wake up for
don't
work
lower
at
yourselves
5
to
a.m.
them. He said.
Right.
I was like, what? Don't lower your what? You guys lower
Like you just like the first time you got in trouble, this guy, he was trying to see the naked dead body of a 16-year-old girl in the car.
Right.
And the second time, and the second wait. Yeah, and the second time he literally was like doxing a sex victim. Like a sexual assault victim.
That's
right,
forget
Zen.
all the Jose bullshit in the
Yeah,
Summer
he
Wells
did. You're
case.
right. Yeah, I was gonna say he did. Okay, so he did the Kylie pictures where he like zoomed in on her pictures and tried to edit them. Then he did the Jose. Well, he did the Jose stunt before, and he ended up passing away. But when he played that call, and I still have it, his son. He called his son. He started yelling at Justice for All and told him that he was having mental health issues and mental health problems, and he didn't need that, and he didn't want that.
Yeah.
Justice pushed for it and pushed for it and pushed for it. Finally got the interview, and then even knowing he wasn't mentally stable enough to deal with that. You know what I mean? So I feel like that was really fucking shitty of him.
Well, and them calling the family afterwards to try to confirm that he did it was just beyond sickening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you want to lie yourself with that fucking piece of shit? Okay. All right.
I just thought it was balls for him to say.
And then turn around and dox the fucking piss out of a SA victim that is dealing with.
Yeah, I mean, allegedly.
Oh, but what about the clip of Molly saying that it was Laura's candle business that allowed them access to the information about who everybody is?
Really?
That was Molly. Molly said that. Yeah.
It's on somebody. It's on one of the clip channels. I know. I seen it. I watched it.
Oof.
Somebody got it.
That's
yes. I think it was maybe it was Tragedy Pimps. I could be wrong.
Tragedy Pimps exposed. Are you cold, baby? You've been out my butt too long. She said you've been up my butt.
No, she ain't cold. She's nice and warm. Shit.
That's right.
Nice
and warm, baby.
The bosom. Shit.
Tragedy Pimps exposed.
He got like Laura literally made a live just to go after him, or I call him or her. I don't know.
Him, her, whoever it is.
Like I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, so like now you're making a live about a literally exposed channel. Like,
you're gonna be all on that ass now. Shit.
Like, and then you put it just pisses me off. She puts it behind a paywall. It's like, what's the situation? It's like you always putting
I don't want drama on my channel. I don't want drama on my channel. So I'm going to start drama, do a live stream about drama, and then I'm going to hide it behind a paywall because I don't want it on my channel.
And not with that paywall, man. That's chapping your arse, dude.
Yeah, because I didn't even get to see it.
Because Kim didn't get to see it. Yeah.
I saw like the first 10 minutes of it, and then I was like, then I just didn't care about it because I was like, in the middle
Zen,
of
we love you too, baby.
What up, Navy?
What up, Navy? What's happening, man?
It's like, okay, like, why would you do that? Why are you making live? Because she does this. She did that with Avery. She does that with every single person she does that to. And it's like,
somebody said something that she got mad about Avery pulling over, I guess, or something. Fuck, I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah, she was talking about organic and vegan food.
Yes, when Avery said, "Hey, I had to pull over to say this is the difference between organic and vegan food," Laura repeated it as Avery had to pull over to type in there about Laura.
No, we were discussing, I think.
Why does it matter? At least Avery was responsible enough to pull the fuck over instead of being live while she's like doing whatever that she didn't feel safe doing.
Well, and why was she watching my fucking chat if she doesn't like it over here? She doesn't like me, and she doesn't like being over here and whatever. Why the fuck?
That's the problem, though. It does like it over here. She always liked it over here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
but the
did
problem.
say that she did say that she stopped listening. But if she stopped listening, then why does she know all about this then?
Oh, she's listening right now, guys.
Wait. The truth is that she's inconsistent with her logic. She wants and she's just friendly with Molly. She's friendly with Jaundice. She doesn't want to go to, and she doesn't want to criticize them. So she just she tries to skate in the middle, and it's like that's the problem.
On both sides.
She skates the middle and tries to play both sides, but doesn't do either side any justice. You know what I mean? Because she.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here watching the convo between Heels and Tragedy Pimps, and I see where you guys are coming from. I do. I just figured a lot of clip channel, and again, I thought Heels was a clip channel at the time, but so that's why I said it, because a lot of clip channels, that's why they get the clips, is so they can't be deleted and creators can use them. So, yeah. And I do know videos take a long time to make because I make them as well. So I feel that, but it just never occurred to me that would be rude to just use the clip because it's.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to know who was using it. She said, and they sped it up. They took out her commentary and then sped it up. It's only a 1 or 2 minute clip when they sped it up.
I heard through the grapevine the other day that Baby Gap was doing that to her, so maybe him.
That little bitch.
No, I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah. I got told about that, but I didn't realize, like I said, I didn't realize she wasn't.
Well, I would say, don't say it in the chat. Don't say it. Just email me or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, and then I said that out loud. My bad.
Oh, it's okay. Well, I'm just saying that I don't think that's him, but I just didn't want to. I didn't want her to,
Well, he definitely did it, whether she's referring to him or not. It just is. I'm glad that we're talking about that because I guess that's like an etiquette that's never really been discussed. Regardless of whether or not I use somebody's whole entire video, I always give them credit. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, I think that's only fair. You know what I mean? Like,
even
people
when it's the news,
can put a lot of hard work into this shit. Like the other night, one of them girls said it took them like one of them clip channels. She said it took her like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
To hold on, took like 18 hours to get all of our clips together and get all of our clips. And then 45 minutes just to put it together and edit it and stuff. You know what I mean?
And the editing can take even longer than that if what you conceptualize doesn't come together once you have it getting edited. Like, it does take a long time. Some of the stupid shit I make for you can take a while.
But no. You're wrong. You're wrong, that girl. All it takes is you being in a bathrobe and you sitting in the back of people and doing like beep, beep, boop, 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 boop.
Oh, yeah.
Just like that.
You're
That's
such
all
a weirdo.
You're
such a weirdo.
That's all it takes, guys. It takes like 5 seconds. You just have to have a story in your head, and it magically materializes in the computer.
Right.
Everything Go Lightly they've been doing premieres, like an hour-long premieres.
Oh wow, just clips.
Yes, that's the name of that channel. Everything Go Lightly, and it's got an old man voice.
Yes.
That's the one.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I couldn't think of what channel that was.
Oh, the one that did the Boondocks.
Yeah, because Nikki
I found you guys
linked
that
me
one.
to that all the time. They do good clips.
I don't know why I know the clips, but yeah, everything Go Lightly, they do the they mean mug her face out and stuff like that, and in the old man voice, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, Hills, you're right. It is a timing issue whenever you're showing clips and stuff. Timing is super fucking important because I do that as well. So I get it. That's why I was like kind of watching y'all's conversation because that's the etiquette that's never been really discussed between creators and clip channels and the difference in all those things. So I think it's interesting, honestly. But there is timing involved, and it is a bitch to even time just a meme perfectly sometimes. So I get it. I do. But the timing is what makes it funny. And if somebody chops that up, then it does kill the gist of what you were giving.
Like a couple of months ago, someone, I'm not gonna say the channel's name, but they were I was just briefly watching, and they were playing Jonesen's clip, and he didn't know, he wasn't subbed to Jonesen, he didn't drop it in the chat, he didn't even know how to pronounce her name, nothing, and just brought it up, played
Wait a
it.
minute, he can't pronounce Johnson.
I was about to say
He doesn't know who Johnson is. So Jons, you know what I mean. So he couldn't pronounce her name.
How many
That's and by the way, Jones, if you're listening, that was the reason why I wanted your email address like 2 months ago when you gave it to me, and I forgot to email you like fucking 5 times. That was the reason I was going to tell you about that. You would have got the email anyway.
It might be an issue if you can't pronounce Johnson if you're doing lives.
What is he saying? Jones in? Like, how is he doing it?
He was like Johnson?
Was he jonesing? Was he going off something?
No, what I'll put here. Hold on.
Minnie, no, I agree that it can be time consuming, but it's not hard. I mean, if you know how to use your software, it's definitely not hard.
No, it's like the problem is you have to get the clips, then you have to organize it, then you have to put it together, then you have to have a background song, you have to have like a theme, and then you got to it's time consuming.
Well, depending on your software, if you got too much going on that day, sometimes your computer will shit on itself, and depends. There's other things that can make it more time consuming.
But I just find it interesting, the hypocrisy of everything. So with that whole Laura thing.
Why does she always have to revert back to like, she's so jealous of you, B? I mean, let's be real.
No, she's not jealous of me. No, she's not. She's jealous
of you. QueenBee.
Yeah, Queen. She's jealous of Queen.
Oh my God.
I think the most time consuming part is like finding the clips and actually having to surf through all that.
Be right back.
It's like you have to go through all those damn streams and super time consuming. I don't have time for it.
I could imagine. That's ridiculous. A lot of time. It doesn't just uploading itself could take a while too.
Well, I guess technically I do have time for it because I have no life or job, but I don't have the patience for it.
Attention. It's very like focus. You have to take a lot of focus, right?
Yeah, I can't
I would think.
Tedious is the word, I think, right?
Yes, Nanny, having to listen to BS. That's the problem. Yes.
And then like figure out how you want to kind of put it all together and like what you like point you want to make.
Well,
and
my
then, like,
brain does that part on its own. My gets ideas pretty easy for that kind of stuff, but actually having to sit through the bullshit and sift through it.
Yeah.
The part where he's like,
it's a lot of watching.
Like, no, let's
to get
filters or let's.
It's an art. I mean, I'll be honest. It's like a type of art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really is.
Oh, for sure.
It's the way you put it together.
All of them, like like the way that Heels does hers is more like
they're all different. Too.
She's always telling like a story.
Every clip channel, I don't think I can name one clip channel that's like the same. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's the same as that one. They really all have their own little, like, you know what I mean?
They have their different.
Hartley is my favorite.
I feel like there's a lot of clip channels that are kind of the same because they're covering the same people, but they have different editing styles, right? So
yeah, just different. Like one was just like everything from the art to the, like, you know what I mean, to the voices. You know what I mean? Like the Samuel Jackson one and the one we saw the night. That was awesome.
That's a good one. You know what? Wait, okay, France. I agree, and I have said that from like day one. So I'm glad everybody else is on the same page. Because I've said that from day one that, you know, I think it's hard when somebody isn't really super liked in a community.
Oh, yeah. I think that's
the else comes by it very, very easily. And they don't even try. I think that does create hard feelings sometimes, especially when somebody wants to be well liked, but they keep cutting off their nose, you know. And
you can't help that in life. Do you know what I mean? If you're somebody that people like or not, you know, like. Everybody likes different people. Do you know what I mean? And in this space, like your personality is a big part of it. You know what I mean? And how you treat others.
Well, and the different types of senses of humor and, you know.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot to all of it.
And you kind of have to have a fucking sense of humor and be a little bit charismatic. And some people lack that quality and don't realize it.
Oh, if you don't, you're F tier. You're F in YouTube if you don't have that. That's for sure.
I love Hartley.
Yeah. It's like there's like that extra something, you know? Like there's always that you and then like the channel, I feel like the creator, then it like trickles down to like the people and that come to watch that channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
it builds the whole energy
with,
of everything.
Well, what do we always say? Your vibe attracts your tribe, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think that reflects in people's chats.
Yeah.
I know it definitely does in mine, and it does in Queen's. but I think it does reflect in the chats, and like mine can be really serious or they're very funny, but everybody's really chill. Like I don't have people come in and try to bash people or anything. You know,
Yeah, the vibe you give off is the vibe you're going to get in the chat, most of the time, right?
Gator does a lot of bashing and hides everything, so their chat knows that it's okay to follow suit. You know, it goes both ways, right? Not
Yeah,
just
I guess
the
so.
vibe, but also the fucked off vibe. I think that it goes both ways.
And that's why you have a
always
chat
gonna do
and
that.
a rumor, you know what I mean? Because they're following the captain, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I only recently heard of Menace to Sobriety Hills. I haven't got to check it out
I haven't either.
too much, but I did recently hear of Menace to Sobriety, and I plan on checking out some of their clips.
I think we watched it on here or somewhere. One of them.
Yeah, we watched it on here. We watched that
Yeah.
was the Samuel L. Jackson calling out.
Oh my
John.
God!
that was
was
that one?
awesome.
Yeah, but it's not their only clip though, right? Like they have other.
No,
stuff.
they all he does commentary also. He does he did like a really good commentary that kind of like disassembling, like disembowing basically John does like about the whole his bullshit apology and his excuses for the Kylie Rodney situation.
Yeah, I want to check that out. I do.
Yeah, it was a really good. See, I didn't even know Justin during the Kylie Rodney thing, but I heard that there was a creator that was doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I was like, ooh.
Listen,
You
Justin.
should do a slow-mo voice for
escaped-
Justin.
Listen, Justin escaped the recliner lady when my fallout with her happened.
Oh, they were with that.
Yeah,
was
and he also was in the plant and the constitutionalist communities.
The plant. He was in a plant community. That's fucking
yeah.
Yeah, because
Are
he
you in
likes
that
to
community,
go
Pimps?
plant.
He's got the perfect personality for the plant.
How is him and B Tim not best
Hey,
friends?
listen here. Stop with the plant community. Let's come on. Let's not beat up on the plant community.
It's okay.
Because his personality is much like watching a plant grow. It's like, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Not even.
I don't know. Have you ever seen
Paint.
prayer plants? They grow pretty quickly. You
Oh,
know?
Jesus.
They're faster than jadas.
Oh Jesus.
But it's still slow as molasses on a winter day.
Jaundice is like watching tan paint dry.
Tan paint, not even like a color. Right?
I know. It's like watching tan paint dry.
He's got a good sleepy time voice.
Yeah, well.
He doesn't read very well, though.
No, he doesn't.
I don't think I've watched him long enough to watch him read. But his voice is just so sleepy time to me. He would make a good like funeral director.
Or like a
Bitch,
bedtime
that's where
stories.
he came from.
Bullshit.
No, he worked in hospice.
Okay, working in hospice is not a funeral director. A funeral director requires like an education.
Yeah, it's a little bit different voices.
Well,
different.
Okay, now listen.
One watches them die. The other one
care.
picks them up and treats their death.
I know. I was meaning in the business of death.
Okay, so death care in general.
That explains the lifetime, supply of mortician paint for his face.
You guys.
Oh hell no!
Okay, I have to address that. None of my corpse looked orange. Like.
Well, that's because you did a good job. He's not doing a good job.
Oh, I'm a wonderful restorative artist, and none of my corpses were ever orange or waxy or any of those things. So,
y'all, that's his self tanner that makes him look like that.
No.
Yes, I know exactly. Who should
Heel said, "Has anyone in here heard of Lana Oriani before?
No.
Used to be Shazam.
Yes.
That's
What can I tell
Truth
you
and
about her,
transparency.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
That do you guys remember a while back there was a girl that came in here and she was mad as hell and she said something about Lana. Lana had come in here and did a super chat or whatever and said hi. And she came in here afterwards and was pissed the fuck off. And
yeah, it was Shift. I cussed her.
Yeah, that's her name. Okay, yeah.
I don't remember that. I don't remember.
I don't really. Yeah, I know her name. I know her like that.
She was the one that wanted me to give her the apology, and you were like, "Voices, you gonna apologize?" And I said, "No, ma'am."
Yeah, and I was like, "Nope, she's not gonna apologize." It is what it is.
Drama over here, and those people like go real life as hell. Like, keep that shit on your side of the street. We don't want that shit here in the hive. Go away.
Yeah,
I didn't even.
Yes, Lana played Shazam, who was a character of Shanann Watts, and she's clipped saying, that the girls got kicked out of school for selling Thrive patches, and she and Chris have to go meet.
Yes.
With the
Yeah,
gang
why was she
It's so
doing
weird.
why was she as a skeleton? Like, what was that thought
She
process?
was
Me too, Pimp. What was that?
She was being
Because Snapchat had a skeleton face at the time,
She
and
was
she
being
did
a Shanann Watts, you guys. Shazam was.
Go ahead, baby.
It's real simple. Shazam was her parodying Shanann Watts, the dead woman.
Yeah, I figured that, but what was in her brain to think that was a good idea at the time?
You have to ask her.
Yeah, what's in anybody's brain when they do dumb shit like that? Like,
Oh, so she did it herself? I thought someone like clipped her and put that on her.
No, bitch. She even dressed her kid up and put him in on the act. I think her kid played Bella once. Didn't her kid play Bella?
Yes.
It did something with Cece, and she used Frankie's naked picture and shit. It was awful. I was there.
She put a toe tag on her kid, and
oh my god.
Let's see. She's also the woman who wanted to use JS for Justice's subscriber base to charge, where you had to give all of your information, driver's license, email address, phone number, address, all of that, so that she could then use the discovery to make money to get Chris a 31C,
which was never happen.
And Unmasked has a permanent restraining order against her because of all the bullshit and fuck shit she's pulled. Like, she went to Vanessa's door.
Do you remember whenever she used to stalk after Mandy and all the sexually explicit stuff she used to do? It was so disgusting.
Oh God, she said
what the fuck?
She was in a bar in the bathroom.
Fish sandwich.
She was in the bar in the bathroom acting like she was fucking Mandy, going, Mandy, like doing all kinds of weird, gross shit, dude.
And seeking the truth with Dave
in
and
public.
Just Larry.
Yep, in public she did this shit. She wasn't just doing it, she was doing it in public.
Bueno, no bueno.
It was really just, she has like zero boundaries. Just like when she was getting served with the paperwork, instead of answering the door like a normal person, she allowed her child to think that somebody was breaking into their house. I have that clipped, actually.
Oh, you sent it to me. Yes. Yes.
You know what I was talking about, so I sent it to you. You're the reason I clipped it, because you didn't know what I was talking about, so I just showed you real fast. But like, she literally allowed her child to be like terrorized, kind of, because she knew what she was fucking doing. I'll just put it that way. She knew what she was doing. And her child paid the cost for that in fear.
Not a good person. Not a good person.
So, okay.
Does not sound like it. Jesus, Mary.
And so she's basically chugging along on the true crime community.
And
now.
so that's why sometimes you guys, people will come up on this panel and y'all think that I'm being mean or whatever, but I'm like, don't bring that shit here, because I've been around for a long time and I know what these people do. And they're not bringing it over here to somewhere I like to fucking hang out. Not as long as I can help it. Fuck that.
Kate says she has a nonprofit to get Chris Watts out of jail.
I don't know that her nonprofit is legit, but yes, it's
her and Jay for Justice. That's right. They got caught bringing weed back here. Didn't they mail themselves weed or something and get caught?
They did. They did.
Yes, they fucking did. Yes.
Justin smokes? I could never thought he smoked. Okay.
No, not jaundice.
No.
That would explain him being so slow. I mean, if he was smoking.
Now this other, right? The other J for Justice.
J for Justice,
oh,
not Justin for all.
The girl, yeah.
Word J.
Sorry. You think he did he clam back off her name?
I doubt it.
Okay. I just made it up.
We need a tragedy pimp fucking folders for everyone, because we need like some sort of like background.
Oh my god, what is this?
Go for it. I don't have
the truth with Dave is now back over on the Watts side, and he's now, sucked up to the Watts.
It's Friday night. I'm just getting ready for my Tinder date. Me and Chris decided that we're going to do this whole open marriage thing. So I got a new lifestyle membership, and I'm just really excited to explore it, I think, a little bit. But with it being such like a long week with the election. Hey, Sharon. Oh my God. Hey, I know somebody reported the cream of some young guy. I can't even believe it. It must have been that shitty of a guy. It's been a long week, like I said. I'm just gonna let loose. I think I'm gonna adopt a child. I just got so many amazing ideas for 2021. I'm just really looking forward to, reinventing myself out of my comfort zone.
Didn't Molly do a Shannon Watts parody as
She
well?
used to stick Thrive patches all over her titties and talk shit.
Yes, I saw that. Okay.
Yeah.
Who did that first? Who did
Nothing
it first,
like
Molly
this,
or
Nick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I actually, when I very first seen that, I thought it was something for like Halloween. I didn't know, like,
Yeah.
I didn't know it had anything to do
You
with
guys,
Shanann or anything like
you
that.
guys missed the whole thing where she got involved with Sheldon Jeter Jr.'s mother and like ended up getting her booted out of her housing complex because she hosted a red carpet event to do nothing but talk about the
Without a party permit, bitch.
Yep.
I know all about that.
And without the insurance
Yep.
to talk about the sex panel scandal, supposedly. I mean, it was fucking ridiculously crazy. This woman is one of the biggest pimps out here, and
really
she's
made the
ridden
mark,
under
though.
the radar.
Can y'all agree with me that if she had have done those parodies just about MLM huns, she could have gotten some good views and it would have been funny. But the fact that she chose a dead one is what fucked her over.
Yeah, not good.
Because some of the stuff she said, if you applied it only to like the MLN huns, then it's funny. But when you're applying it to a pregnant woman who was murdered by her husband alongside her children, it's fucked up and wrong.
I'm stunned.
But if it had just been her making fun of the MLM live streams, she could have probably had a pretty good little spoof channel. But she fucked up because she has no morals.
What's MLN?
Multi-level marketing.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. And if you guys want to get real accurate, that's the reason that I jumped, because I was only on 2 channels. I go to Braun Moxley and J for Justice. Those were the only 2 channels that I went to. And then when the Lana stuff came out about the nonprofit, as I was in the process, I had just built 2 nonprofits for 2 other girls, 2 other customers. I knew that you couldn't put one together in 3 days and have it be legitimate, valid, the whole 9. It takes months to get all of that. You have to have articles of incorporation, articles of unincorporation. It's not just an overnight thing. And they tried to say that it was put together in 3 days, and then they started taking money for this website, and it was $10 a month, billed 3 months at a time. And after that 3 months, they could change the rate to whatever fucking rate they wanted to change it to. It was dangerous. And like, that's what I really came out here for. I landed on a little channel, Mysterious Case Files. I told my story from there, and then Natasha Cooper didn't like me, and she started picking on me, and then that led us to where we are today.
Yeah, but you left out a big old chunk where you were like Natasha Cooper's good friend in the middle of that.
Yeah, there were a couple other creators in the middle of that.
Like a big chunk's missing out of that story, girl. That didn't even make sense. Tina, I can't really stand J for J either, because I feel like she doesn't always.
Yeah, there's a whole history. It's a whole history. But you know what, though? Shit, we all got history on here, though. Like, I just feel like we all do, you know?
Except for me.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess, yeah, because we just don't know yours.
Little 5th grader, sit in your corner.
Yeah, Lisa Nia, Lana from Truth and Transparency is the same person who did Shazam. Yes, that's all the same person.
Why does she always like dress up with a hat backwards and big glasses and stuff like that? Is that just
that's her?
That's her style. Why it doesn't matter?
Well, I didn't know. I'm asking a question. I didn't know if does she always do that, or is
yeah, she just presents more masculinely is all. She just she's into sports, and I think she even coached. Like, she's been real open about it. Like, she's a coach and shit.
Yeah, when I saw the
or maybe
sporty.
I don't know if she like does it all the time for parodies, or if it's
no, she's sporty, just not yoga pants sporty. You know what I mean?
Or maybe she's like in disguise. She doesn't want to be recognized with the
dude.
joke. That was a joke.
She always dresses.
No, she played college sports. She's a collegiate athlete.
Oh, cool.
That's cool. She's like a for real athlete. She's an athletic girl, not a yoga pants girl, but like a
soccer, softball.
Like, yeah, I think softball was on the list. I think basketball may have been too. I don't remember, man. I feel like
I think it was golf and basketball.
Yeah, I feel like it was basketball.
Yeah, I mean, she does her own thing. Shit. I mean, like I said, we up.
Yeah,
Some people got a sense of humor, you know, different sense of
Yeah.
humor, and other
I was
people
just asking
don't.
because
Some
when I
people
saw the
fucking,
skeleton thing, you know what I mean? I didn't know if that was like, you know, she just kind of this costume thing, you know what I mean?
and I'm
If
sure
it was a
she
character.
now, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure like right now when she's like trying to be serious and grow her channel because she went from like 5,000 subs to like 30,000 subs with the Idaho case.
True that.
Yeah.
Really?
So
Yeah, she's
I think
definitely
she's
blown
trying
up
to clean
since
up her
Idaho.
image and she's trying to clean people, you know, people have the right to change. I mean, you know, they change, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I'm an ex-addict.
Like
Or
she's trying to
former
grow. She's doing well. She hasn't done no fuck shit in a long time that I'm aware of anyways. I don't know. Maybe I
Girl,
could be wrong, you know?
don't be a snowflake. What I said is it's not yoga pants athletic. It's not a feminine style. I wasn't even talking about whether or not yoga is for
She was
athletes.
talking about yoga
You've
attire.
been
I'm talking
canceled,
about
that
the
girl.
fucking clothes, man. We know
I was gonna say, who are you talking to?
they're saying also yoga is an athletic. Don't shame those who do yoga, which is nothing close to what I said.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just I mean, from what I heard, you just said she doesn't wear yoga pants.
Yeah, that's all I heard too.
Okay, glad you were kidding, dude. That's not what I meant. I love yoga.
Oh no, Perplex is gonna do a live on you. You defamed for yoga pants.
Body shaming me in my fucking yoga pants, and I personally call them Noga pants because they've never seen a moment of yoga in their life.
Girl, you're crazy. So has she been Queen? I guess you've been paying attention. So has Lana been doing legit coverage of the Boston 4 or the Idaho 4 case?
Yeah, she's been doing very well. You know who she's been working with though? You remember Zav Girl when Zav Girl used to have that Bella on
Yeah
all the time and she was real smart. Yeah, that's who she's been working with. And I think that's who got her the police calls from the
They go back to the Watts days.
Yeah, but and you know what? She's really, really nice. I've always liked her. But you remember when Zav Girl, that dude came up there and started screaming and yelling at Bella and was like being real fucking shitty and being an asshole. And things went all crazy. The screen flipped and Zav Girl got all fucking upset about it. And she, you know what I'm saying?
So is she not helping Zav anymore?
She hasn't. No, she hasn't been on her fucking panel since that day.
Monica Atlanta's been back for a long time, honey buns. She's been back for a long time.
Oh, she's never really left.
And I was gonna say, as far as I know, she works with JLR too, and Betty and all them. I think they're all friends. I mean, I don't know that she like works with them, but I think they're all friends.
She gets along.
I know
with
JLR's in her chat, and she promotes for him. And
Lana gets along with a lot of people across the board, though.
Right. Well, and I mean, I do too. I get along with a lot of people too. You know what I mean?
Girl, you get along with some people that scare me. Yes, I do know what you mean. You're way more than I am. Like, you're definitely way more social than I am.
Do you guys think that this Olivia, like the whole Olivia thing, is you think it's like a joke for, not a joke, but like a fake for views? Or
I think
yes. Let me tell you all something else. Let me go get the screenshot before I start running my mouth.
Yeah, I know, you guys. I was just talking about, you know, like, I guess maybe that wasn't a good way to say, like, not, I just don't want to, those questions when they get asked, like the question that Nick asked, I think they're fair questions, but I think we have to be careful how we answer them.
I just want to say one thing. I'm reserving my judgment for Lana's her channel with this truth and transparency until I see the videos, because I made that mistake with Drunken Turkey, and I made a comment about that without watching their videos. So.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. Lana can be very entertaining, and there is nobody who will find every piece of information that she will, real, not, rumor, fact, whatever, and organize it into the most crazy, insane fucking notebooks and binders you have ever seen. Like, she's
detailed for sure.
Yeah, she is detailed as fuck. And she can, like, she's, you know how people are like, I got this somewhere. Well, that bitch doesn't just have it somewhere. She knows where it's at, and she will pull it out and show you.
Yep.
And even if it's like the most crazy conspiracy minded shit, she's got a binder and she's going to show. It's just, I can give her that.
Is that where Betty got her binder?
She's talented in the organization of information department for sure. Like, hands down, she's got most of us beat. And she keeps it with her and builds on it all the time. She's a whiteboarder. You know what I mean?
Oh, she got a big whiteboard.
Yeah. She's like one that'll get out the whiteboard with 8 different colors and some string and keep you up all night trying to follow.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Even
It
if
goes
it's
down like rabbit holes.
even if you're only watching because it's so crazy, like it's just
Yeah.
I'll give her that. And she's an attractive woman. She is. And she can be charismatic. But I have not watched any of her new case coverage to have an opinion on it. That's why I was asking Queen, what she had thought about it.
Hey, Zero. Yeah, I never knew about her until you guys showed me the skeleton thing, Majiggy.
Well, she kind of blew up around here because she was trying to A, bust Chris Watts out of jail, but in a legal way, and B, had kind of hooked up and was frenzies with the girl who had it in with the Watts and spoke with the parents and was on the visitors list, blah, 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 blah. I think they got in trouble for, that girl got in trouble for releasing a phone call with Watts, or maybe it was another one. It's been so long ago.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there was so much craziness. Like, other than the Shazam stuff, a lot of what she did was just kind of run of the mill for that case, and how insane people got with it. Like, it was so gross. Total circus, man.
I wonder why she's trying to get Chris Watts out of jail, though. I mean, he obviously did it. I'm confused.
Well, she doesn't believe that she thinks he should have gotten a fair trial. If I understood her correctly, which is hard to do sometimes because she's all over the place, she thought that he deserved the right to a fair trial, not necessarily freedom. But the way it got presented around the tubes and stuff is that she was just trying to get him to go scot-free.
Gotcha.
And there's a lot of sides to that case. Some people to this day still believe that Shanann harmed her babies. I'm not one of them, but so somebody like that is going to believe that, yes, he should maybe be punished for the wrongful death of the Shanann, but not all the kids. So, there's just, it's a fucking mess.
Yeah, it is. It was.
Runner girl, I agree with you just as much as I agree that yoga is athletic, because I'm fat and old and it hurts. But people don't believe his confession. There are people who I'm going to say are dumb enough, because I believe them to be dumb, to believe that the whole thing at the prison where they brought him Gatorade and stuff was like all like a ruse, like it wasn't even real. Like they don't believe any of it. It's craziest shit ever. I believe him.
Yeah, he admitted to it, Runner Girl said, right? Yeah, he pled guilty. Like,
and he gave details, including the last words of Bella, "Daddy, no." Like, come on, people. Just whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
That doesn't make any sense. Why? Yeah. Okay. I watched that what was that Netflix documentary? The Chris Watts one.
Yeah.
And I binged that. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but Web of Crimes on Hulu that Queen told us about. That shit is awesome.
Oh, I started watching that last night.
Yep.
And I also started a new series that just started on Fox called Accused. Oh my God, it's amazing.
I'm gonna watch that one next. I just finished Web of Crimes last night. I mean, it proves that people, online sleuths can solve, you know what I mean? Like multiple, not just one or two, but help solve a lot of things. The first episode, I think, is the best.
Abraham Shakespeare.
That was I think it was the second or third, right?
No, it was the first episode.
Was it? Are you sure there?
Yeah, I watched the first episode of it last night, Nick. That was the first episode.
Hold on. I thought that was the second one. I thought the first one
Abraham
was
Shakespeare was with Trisha from Net.
Oh yeah, she had the website. What was it called? Her website was like.
She has a YouTube page too.
Yeah. He was the one that won the lottery, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
30 million. He got it paid out of 17 million, and within just a short period of time went missing. And
yeah, that broad did it.
I heard Last of Us is good. Kate said that. Did you guys watch that? Last of Us on HBO.
What's it called?
Max. The Last of Us. It's
Last
supposed to be
of Us.
really good.
It's based on a video game. The video game series. Boston.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, with the whole zombie apocalypse with their fungi. It's based on like.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah.
I gotta watch that tonight. I'm gonna put it in my Google right now.
Yeah, it's actually like they took like the whole basis of the game and show is basically, you know how like there's a fungi that actually infects the ants and then makes them like controls their brain to make them walk up a very high level, and then it explodes through their head and shoots pollen out to infect more ants. And some ants actually know this and they purposely grab them and quarantine the ants. Yeah, so basically that fungus pushed to humans, and that's how the whole series starts out.
Wow. That's in 2008. Oh no, it's End of America. It's a different one. Okay, I found it.
But yeah, there is a real fungus that does that to insects and birds. So I think not birds. I mean, like small creatures or something like that.
What's that movie where it's like they go to this like these people go to this like area and it's like they can't the vines and everything start wrapping. Oh fuck! I'll find it real quick before I look like an idiot.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I know.
No, I just see blank screen. Oh my god! Oh my god!
You do.
What happened?
Nick, are you okay over there? You just had a whole little conversation with yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that! Look at the back chat.
I had to mute because my dog was acting a fool.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Person the back chat. I put in the link.
Can you?
Oh my god!
Can you not share it?
Oh my god!
I wish I could. I don't know. Is Queen here?
Is he like a furry? One of those like furries?
He's a furry.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, I want to know if Queen is here. I want to see. I can't see. This isn't fair to the rest of us.
What's up? What's up?
Can I show? Can I share my screen?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Here's the video.
Sorry, man.
No, you're good.
Oh my gosh!
This is from Blank Screen.
I know that.
What is this?
This is from Blank Screen, and this is Dolly.
Oh, oh my god!
He looks like a
Is that
cast
real,
out.
or did they just make that? Is that real? Or
That looks real to me.
Dolly took that and put that online.
Oh my god, he looks like a cast off Teletubby.
Look at this dude.
I don't know if that's him. Would he really be as tall as
That's him. Look, that's his face.
How do you get him in there? You can't
Dude,
even
that's
Photoshop
his
him.
Smurf blue walls.
I was about to say the walls do look the same color. Yeah.
I could see him wearing that.
He seems so tall next to that tiny window.
Is that like
That's
a
so
Care
Yeah, I
Bear?
thought it was
Getting up on the
Photoshop.
He's a Care Bear.
You're right. The window. Oh my god, you're right.
Which is
That's a
that
low
one?
window.
He's like a
Level
metal
Up Bear?
bear.
The Ruins was the movie. Thank you.
What's
Listen, he's
Oh,
a
bear.
that is a cast off Care Bear.
A cast, yeah. It doesn't look because there's like a belt and like a weird heart.
Bernadette
What is-
says that outfit is an adult size 14 or a child size 14. My bad.
Oh my god.
He looks like Ralphie from the Christmas Story. Grandma Sherry, you're so right.
Oh my god.
This is from Blank Screen, that TMHT. It's like
He's
a
awesome.
short.
He's the one that drives her nuts.
Yeah, Nenny just shared the link. Thank you, Nenny.
Oh my God, where did he find this?
Or
Why
wait, are we supposed to call her Nina? I don't remember. Did you change her name to Nina?
It's Nanny.
Nina for Tim, but Nenny for us, right?
Oh my God, that's
Listen,
gotta be.
bitch, it's Nene.
I call her badass because that's what she is. I love me some Nenny C.
I call her Nenny. Oh man, is it Nene the whole time?
I call her
So,
Nenny too.
does this mean that like does that mean he's like a furry now?
Oh God, Tim.
No, it doesn't mean he's a furry.
I mean, it's nothing wrong with being a furry, but
This is what happens
What
when
in
you
the fuck
order
is a furry?
it's people that believe like who are dressed up as like furry animals. and
They
walk around.
look it up. We don't need to talk about furry lifestyles on this channel. Just look
This is what happens when you order a Care Bear from Wish. This is what it comes like.
Wait a minute. Someone Sticky says it's his daughters.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. We don't know that. Sticky has. Can we have proof?
Sticky's just trolling.
Sticky makes me laugh. Wait, does Sticky have? Does she have a clip channel too? I don't remember. Sticky. There's so many now. It's hard to keep up.
Broken Heart Bear.
It's Emo Bear.
It's Emo Bear.
It looks like Broken Heart Care Bear.
Yeah, it is.
There's like a belt on.
Instead of
a belt.
Emo Bear.
It's like Power Rangers mixed with like, you know what I mean? It's like weird.
Bear.
I don't know. It's like a backpack on.
That's hold up.
Power
Hold up.
Rangers.
I know what this is, you guys. I just figured it out. This is the official Dolly soap uniform.
Oh, Sticky said it's way back in his Facebook when his daughter was like 13. I'm not going to ask how you know that.
Yeah.
Sticky knows a lot of stuff.
Well,
okay,
so
yeah,
Care
she's
Bear.
got a couple of shorts that she's made. I knew you had made a video or two.
Wow.
Is he wearing?
Well, was this like that? He like maybe this is him like after his heart is broken because he broke up with Betty. Maybe it's like, you know.
It was years ago.
I think her heart's more broken because she broke up. Dolly and her broke up, and then Olivia left her. And she doesn't really get along with Laura, and she doesn't really get along with. Well, she doesn't really hang with Mallory. So the only one she's got left is Mal.
And JLR, right?
That picture needs the song.
JLR, but she was, she was upset with him, but they're getting along now because they're down in Texas or North Carolina. That's where they're at. They're in North Carolina, aren't they?
That's like yelling at Alex Murdoch together. They
Yeah,
both were yelling. I was like, "Who is that guy yelling?" I didn't even know it was JLR, and then
they just like hearing their own voices. I think it's really weird.
They yelled the same kind of like stuff to him. When he was getting out of the car.
Riches investigates.
It's like one will yell over the other, the other yell over the other. You know what I mean? It's just like who can
they were like
clout more. I don't even know. It's weird.
Why'd you kill your wife and son?
Sandra Hot Hughes says it's his dating profile pic on Tinder.
Oh man.
Something like that.
Why? Yeah, you're right. Ellie, why are they like yell at like are you happy to be out of jail? Like the stupidest fucking shit. Like
because
you're gonna be found guilty. Da, da, da. You know, like they're successful with anything. You know,
because they want their YouTube channels advertised.
Yeah, they're like, this is good. We'll go there. Go to a big, it's a big trial.
Did y'all see what Lorelai said? Lorelai said it sounds like the judge wants to keep information sealed in Quentin's case. I hope so too, Lorelai. I hope so too.
That would make sense.
That little baby needs to be able to just rest in peace and get justice without into a circus again.
Yeah.
What did real quick?
I think Bullhorn said she was going there to Georgia next.
Yeah, they're headed to Georgia after South Carolina.
And they'll probably go back to South Carolina.
How can they afford to travel?
Like my mouth, that girl.
Well, they have a $30K like travel expense budget, apparently.
They gotta. I don't know. Maybe they're transporting other things from state to state.
Who knows what?
Allegedly.
That was a joke.
Think about it, you guys. YouTube pays out a month behind. So they're just getting their December payouts now.
Yeah, the 21st, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, when they were as they were making their big amount of money, that was just being paid to them in December and probably this month as well. So, because YouTube's always a month behind paying out.
Maybe they saved some money up from, being in Savannah.
Well, they do have PayPal and everything else too.
Yeah, that's other stuff. Forms of revenue coming in.
There's other ways for them. Yeah.
Which, as everybody knows,
just got their checks yesterday because Monday was a holiday, pushed it off to Sunday, which you don't get them on a Sunday, so they got them yesterday.
Oh, okay. Wow, it doesn't just go directly into their. Oh, yeah, it can't go on.
Yeah, it directly deposits. I mean, I get an email about 8:30 in the morning on YouTube Payday that tells me that there was a deposit just made to my.
Mine didn't. It came yesterday too. So.
Oh, yesterday came, so it was 23rd. Yeah, so the
That's
weekend.
what I mean.
Okay,
Like,
so here's what happens. If the 21st is on a weekend, then it pays out the next business day, which is the month.
right,
following
which
Monday.
yes, they don't do it on Sunday. It's on Monday. But did you guys hear about the officer? I wanted to ask you this. Did you guys hear about this police officer that supposedly slept with like 6 of her coworkers?
No. Can I have the details, please?
Was it a female officer, Queen?
Was it on duty? Did they like videotape it? What's the deets, girl?
I don't know. I don't know. That's
Oh, you were
trying to
asking.
find out if this is. Yes, I'm asking if this is true. If you guys had heard about it, what's going on? I mean, you know,
girl, no clue. Can somebody look it up though? Because I need to
right now.
I got somebody sent me an article that says husband of police officer who slept with 6 coworkers is staying with her husband, and then that's. I mean, it's just some article, but I didn't know if this was like a fucked up article or if this.
Policewoman
You know what I
sleeps with
mean?
colleagues. Husband reacts.
So is it a joke or is it real? I mean, is this New York
real.
Post slammed for outing husband of officer who slept with half of her department?
Oh Lord.
So I mean, it's in all these different. Okay, so it's not just one post. There's other posts with it too.
Yeah, holy moly. Says the husband of Tennessee police officer fired for having sex with 6 of her coworkers is standing by his wife. So he's standing by his wife. I guess he's getting a lot of shit for it. He goes, I don't know how he's doing it. Or someone says, I don't know how he's doing it. He's more of a man than I am, but he's trying to salvage his marriage. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, so.
I hope they used some protection while they were doing all that serving, because that's gross.
This is what it says. Ready? The hanky-panky also led to the firings of Sergeant Lewis Powell, Officer Juan Lugo, Sergeant Ty McGuan, and Detective Seneca Shields, according to the internal investigation last month. So, wow.
Shit.
Yep. They're letting them rip.
They were all knocking boots. Fuck.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know if it was like bullshit or if it was true. Then there was 2 different those shootings in California. I mean, did you guys fucking hear about that?
Yes. So I was talking to Cappy about that. I think it was a school. Was it a school shooting and a gang school shooting? I think.
It's like a dance studio. One is like.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a joke. The one I heard about was a dance studio. I didn't hear about no gang, nothing. What the hell?
But, yeah. If Cappy's in here, we were talking about. I think it was like.
Oh, there was one that tied 9 people, and one was a young baby and a young mother, and that all tied back to cartel activity.
That's what
Cappy was saying.
Okay, the one I was gonna say, the one we heard or that I heard about was at a dance studio, and he walked in, I guess, to kill his wife or something. The guy came in to kill his wife.
And then he went to another dance studio, and he killed.
Yeah, she wasn't in the first one, so he went to the second one or something. Yeah.
And then they got his weapon.
Damn, that's
that guy took his ass down. He's like, I told him to go, no shoot. Like, oh fuck, he really did.
Wasn't he an older guy too?
Yeah.
I heard like a 72-year-old man.
Yeah.
Right.
And the other one too was also an older, like Asian man as well. And the second one in like near San Francisco. I don't know so much about that one. Just happened. Right?
So yeah, someone was talking about I think yesterday, day before, and it was. I guess he got beat up a little bit too, but he disarmed the guy or stopped the guy or something like that.
They caught the second. The first one, there was like a standoff, and they like surrounded his van for like a couple of hours, and then they found him in the driver's seat dead. But they like had robots and because they couldn't tell, I guess, because it was one of those white vans that have like no, not many windows.
Dick Mandela had something on last night. It was like late. It was like a police standoff. I want to say I can't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, the other one was in Half Moon Bay, California, like it's near San Francisco,
Monterey Bay.
And this was, 4 victims were gunshot wounds were found dead at a nursery.
I wish Cappy was here. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. She looked it up right after I told her. Because Fetty put a post. Remember that girl I was talking about it to you? I said Breaking Fetters put up. We were trying to find it.
Yeah. Did you ever actually find it?
I think Cappy did, and I think she found something about like had to do with gangs, and she was talking about the gang culture in California, how it's like crazy and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, there are like a lot of like different gangs, but that area was like predominantly like Asian, like 60 something percent Asian, and then Hispanic. And it could, I mean, but this was
People
like
have-
an older man, I think, trying to like go after his wife or something. I think she wanted to divorce him, something. I don't know. I've only heard like rumors, but he was an older guy, and this too was an older guy. And this was at a mushroom farm. Did you guys hear that? The second one was a mushroom farm.
Oh Lord.
Not a nursery. Not a nursery with kids, a nursery, like a mushroom farm nursery.
Well, okay, so it wasn't like a psychedelic mushroom farm, right? It was obviously just a regular mushroom farm. New member Sandra Hughes.
It was like
Christ, just when we were adjusting to the cost of fucking eggs, now the cost of shrooms are going up too.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks for you guys. But anyway.
Hey, Tim, I'm really concerned about you. Are you taking the right vitamins and getting the right minerals? Because I was watching a thing about veganism, and it says it's really not that healthy for you because you're missing out on some of the right things that come from an animal-based diet.
Well, the issue is that B12. So you usually take a supplement for that, or you could just get fortified oat milk for that. Also, but the problem is most of your meat is actually not grass fed. So usually what would happen is your cow would get like actual B12 from the grass. Now it doesn't. They're just being fed corn. So they have to be injected with the B12.
Not mine.
Well, yours is, yours is grass
free
fed.
Range or
but majority of Americans' beef is not free ranged. It is just, they just pump the steroids and the supplements. So you're taking a supplement either way. I'm taking it in the pill form. You're getting it from, the steroid injected pig.
Why don't they feed cows grass though? I mean, isn't that like cheaper? You would think, like it grows.
No, it's corn is
corn fattens them up quicker and fatter, and it gets them to market quicker.
Also,
and it puts more weight on them.
There's a corn subsidy too.
Yeah,
it makes it cheaper. So it's a lot cheaper.
Fuck.
Anyway, I was watching something and I don't know, so y'all being my friends and you vegan freaks, so it's causing stuff to come up in the damn algorithm.
It's unbelievable. It's because of the Brian Koberger. That's what's happening.
It has to be. Anyway, I heard it and I was like, oh no, I better double check with Tim to make sure he's getting the right stuff, because we don't want him being deficient of anything.
Oh, let me see. Yeah, I've been taking supplements for a while. A lot of people make mistakes. That's why they get like, when they start veganism, they get tired and all that stuff. And it's because they just don't take B12 and they don't take actual supplements and stuff like that.
My brother's on some supplements. He's gigantic right now. If you know what I mean.
In a good way.
Yeah, he's HGH and testosterone. Put it that way.
I don't do that, but I'm saying
I know.
B12.
My brother's freaking gigantor.
For the fat. Oh, okay. Someone says most ranged cattle shipped for consumption go on a grain diet for about 3 months for the fat. It's good to know. I didn't know that.
That's what I said about it. Fattens them up real quick.
I don't know if you guys, I eat the fat on my steak all the time. I love it. Some people hate it. I freaking love it.
Ellie's disappeared. She ran off.
Oh, that's yucky. I can't do that.
Oh, I love it. I mean, I don't sit there and just chew on. I have to like mix it with a piece of steak. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Some mashed potatoes.
If I'm having a steak, I like baked potatoes.
Everyone likes baked potatoes. I don't know anyone that doesn't like baked potatoes.
No, I said if I'm having a steak, I like a baked potato.
Yeah, my point is everyone likes baked potatoes.
All right, touche.
Can't go wrong. A little bit of butter, some garlic salt. You know what I mean? You can't really go wrong. You can't go wrong. I was watching Atazi last night, Tim, for like 6 hours yesterday. Catch up on all. He got a couple new episodes out.
Can I request that people not hoard eggs to buy for your little brats, like to die with your little brats?
What the fuck?
Like, not
damn, dude.
we just already have like very few eggs, and we have elderly people that can barely afford them as it is, and people who have a little bit more money to hog up all the eggs to die with bratty kids for Easter is not the ethical thing to do. So let's just all be kind and share the eggs. That's all
I
I'm
don't
saying.
like eggs. I don't care for them. So take as much as you want.
That's the signal, guys, to hoard the eggs. Don't listen to her. You got to hoard them and then sell them up for a premium later on. That's the
And
American
people
way.
probably will be. You know, I was just making myself some breakfast finally because I'm hungry, and was just thinking how blessed I am to have eggs.
How much is a dozen eggs?
You know, it depends on where you buy them. It really does.
Fish, a dozen eggs right now in my grocery store is $7.89.
Oh, that's bad.
That just brought a memory back from Molly. She bought these. It was like a couple months ago. I want to say like 3 months ago. She bought these like bougie ass eggs just because of the the case they came in. She's like, aren't these so cute? And they were in her fridge the entire time. They went bad. Came in like this fabulous, as she says, fabulous packaging.
Oh, that's neat. Amber says Target has fake eggs you can dye and keep. Plus, they're cheaper in this economy. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is a concern this year, though. People hogging up, food.
That's because the rate of inflation is out of control, and most of the times the shipping and delivery is really fucked up right now.
And no, it's not that. It's that there were like 8 million chickens that had to be destroyed due to avian flu.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
That's not good. I guess you'll have to turn to veganism.
4 Nebraska egg farms that their entire flock had to be destroyed.
Well, that's your cue, guys. It's time to turn to veganism. I'm glad you all are currently about to turn.
When you guys said fake eggs, are they like fake made eggs or like plastic eggs?
I would assume some kind of egg that can be dyed, but
yeah,
still,
Okay.
Honestly, I would rather turn to cannibalism before
Jesus.
What the
fuck?
I'd have to agree.
Allegedly.
My body doesn't process xanthan gum and all.
You agree to cannibalism? Like, what the fuck's
Sorry, it would make me less sick than eating all that processed xanthan gums and other shit they put in vegan food.
You can cook vegetables, guys. There are vegetables.
I do not concur.
There's not enough vegetables that I like.
Vegetables
I
and
love
fruit
vegetables, but I like
tofu, and like you don't have to have like
tofu's disgusting.
It depends on how
tofu doesn't taste like anything.
I don't judge your crazy ass for eating all the vegetables and the plants and bullshit. Don't judge me because I decided to turn into a cannibal.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go against the cannibal argument, actually.
Tofu tastes like what you put on it, basically. It doesn't taste like anything to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's a little too extreme. Like, you have to eat people now. Like, holy crap.
I don't concur.
Okay, well, maybe not people, but watch out, Mason, because you're not going to be around long. You're going to be a couple.
Old enough, his meat would be tough and yucky, though.
I know. He could make a good stew.
Ow, bitch, gross.
Is that what happens?
Guys, we'll be back later. No, I'm joking. Oh, Lord.
Apparently, Unseen True Crime knows why brown eggs can't be dyed.
Why can't brown eggs be dyed? Because the bleach doesn't rough up the exterior of the surface, so
bleach.
I do not eat green eggs and ham. Is that like a song or some shit? I don't
know.
Exactly, Coco. I can't eat all that crazy stuff. Tofu and xanthan gum.
Tofu it's based on how you prepare it. Like if you have a tofu press that gets the water out and you prepare it with the right spices and stuff like that, you can make it taste pretty good, actually.
It's not about taste as much as what it does to my body.
Never mind. That was gonna be a stupid question. I'm not gonna ask.
How am I getting meat if I turn to cannibalism? Wouldn't you want to know?
That's what happens to all the husbands that get sent to her. She steals all the husbands. You ever wonder
You notice
where
there
they
ain't no
go?
husbands going back, right? Nobody's
Yeah.
taking their husbands back. They're just come and then they just disappear.
Yeah. Cannibal voices. Hannibal Lecter voices.
I'll eat that low with some fabby beans. Come on, you guys don't remember that?
Lecter.
Yeah, eat that liver with some fabby beans. It's the best part.
Yeah, tofu's just like soy and bad for you.
Tell it to Japanese and China. And
I don't need to tell them. I'm the one that can't tolerate soy, dude. Like I can't have a lot of soy in my diet. It makes me sick.
Okay, no problem.
So I was studying feet all night.
I'm glad the Asians can eat it, but how does that fucking help me beat him?
Well, I thought it was. I didn't know you had some sort of health issue with it. I just thought it was a flavor
half
thing.
of my body is messed up by what I put in my mouth. It's quite unfortunate.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was like a taste thing.
No,
thank you, Grain, for keeping me up all night with the feet project.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up.
Fava beans and a nice Chianti, right, Grandma?
Yep, nice Chianti.
All eggs have a bloom. I don't think I want to know what that means.
Oh yeah, did you ever hear about the 100-year-old eggs in China they eat? It's so nasty.
Have you guys ever had at like a sushi restaurant? They're called what kind of eggs are they? Quail eggs.
Century-old egg. It's so nasty. Like they literally have they rot. Like they purposely rot the egg and to eat it.
Quail eggs are aphrodisiac at the sushi restaurant.
That's disgusting.
Yep.
Right.
I used to go with this girl and she used to make me eat them.
It's called century eggs. If you ever type up century eggs,
Bitch Jones and said, "Poor Mason."
Right. Mason just fucking hid.
Jonesin, don't look. I'll be eating your dog next.
Oh.
Well, this chat has Queen stepped away. Literally, the fucking panel is converted to cannibalism and eating their dogs.
Oh, not I. Oh, Lord Ziggy, you're all right, buddy.
What the fuck? Someone's gonna clip and be like, "What the
Ziggy,
fuck?"
You better
my dog's sitting there looking
you
at
better
me.
never come into the sight of anti voices.
Yeah, he's looking at me like nine heads right now.
Voices
Like,
thinks
what are you talking about right now?
Ziggy.
Oh, kimchi, yeah, Frankie. Yep, kimchi is.
I can't wait till Queen gets back. And she asks, "What have you guys been talking about?"
I know.
And I'm like, "Oh, they've just been talking about being cannibals now."
Oh God,
that was the plan. That's what they were planning on talking about.
Oh God, Grain.
Hey,
oh my God, look at Grain's message.
No, not that way, Leila.
Grain, you're gonna get us in trouble, bitch. Stop.
Oh my God.
You know we're not.
No, I am not reading Grain's messages.
They read it and look.
You're gonna get us in trouble, Grain. You're gonna get us in trouble.
Grain, don't be getting us in trouble.
Oh, unseen true crimes.
You be getting us in trouble, and we're gonna be.
Unseen true crime. Is Queen back? Let me see.
Oh, hey, what's up, Queen? Are you where you can add somebody to panel?
Hold on, unseen. Just wait for QueenBee.
What's up?
Unseen true crime is backstage, baby.
All right. I was looking at homework real quick. I'm sorry.
Oh, you.
It's 4 o'clock.
That's a good thing. You were looking at homework. Trust me.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's that time. You know, you can turn your camera off, baby. You're up here. If there's an echo real bad, you'll need to turn off YouTube.
Oh, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got YouTube. You got feedback real bad.
Okay, hold on a second.
I think you're better now.
Yeah, better.
Oh,
I got a new phone. I'm sorry. I don't know. And I've never had to go up on panel before.
Well, what's up? Welcome.
Can you hear me okay? Or am I still echoing?
A little better.
Yeah.
I'm trying to my earpiece. Hold on. Stupid thing won't turn off. Darn
Do, 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 do,
I know.
The dog is petrified right now.
Don't listen to me. I'm just making noise because I got so damn quiet.
It feels like she's clicking over on her phone.
Oh, I'm gonna have to jump. I don't want to echo in you guys' ear. I'm gonna have to jump down and take
But
out.
you're not echoing anymore. Just talk. You don't have an echo.
Okay.
Just talk. You're good.
Okay. All right. So anyway, here's the thing with brown eggs. You guys are gonna notice this the next time you get them. White eggs, and they come from white chickens. They're not bleached, but white eggs are more coarse than brown eggs. And brown eggs, they've got stronger shells. Like if you try to crack them, it's harder. Another thing with white eggs is sometimes salmonella can soak into the white eggs because they get pooped on by the other chickens. So that's a little 411.
Thanks for running the last bite of my breakfast, Hooker. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Anytime.
Oh my god.
My God.
I actually sat and listened to something on NPR about white and brown eggs. But white eggs or brown eggs are just too smooth. They don't absorb the color because they're not as porous.
Because you can't hard boil them and still peel them. Like it's almost impossible.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. They are difficult to hard boil and peel. You just have to suck it up and just take a cracked egg.
All you gotta do is put a tablespoon of water.
A tablespoon of what?
Of white vinegar in the water, and you can peel them. It'll make the shells just fall right off.
Well, my
really?
told me to poke a little hole with a toothpick in the end, so I did. And I feel like those did after an ice bath, like straight from the boil, that it did help. But I like perfectly peeled hard boiled eggs, so it freaks me out.
Cassie
and
said,
yes, those are very fresh, Coco.
Did you guys tell the story about the screenshot?
Joanne P in the house.
Who's Joanne P?
One of my girls.
Oh Lord, what is this?
No sound. You guys. Huh?
There's no sound on the video.
I don't think she hit the play button yet.
I didn't play it yet because she Unseen was up here talking. I didn't want to be rude.
By the way, I got a skedaddle. Guys.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
No.
I was going to show you. My husband and I actually have an ostrich egg that we got when my father or his grandparents passed away, but it's not where it usually is.
Okay, cool. That'd be cool to see.
Yeah, not that ostrich eggs really should move very often, but it's not where it usually is. I don't know where it was. I'm going to jump down there and let you guys play your video. But
is it ever going to hatch, the ostrich egg, or does it not hatch?
No, it's not hatched. Someone drilled a hole in it. Do you want me to go ask him where it is? See if I can find it real quick while you're playing the video?
Yeah, that's fine. That'd be cool.
Okay. All right. Play the video and I'll see if I can find it.
All right. Thank you.
I'm going to die. I'm going to jump down. Thanks, Queen.
All right, baby. We'll see you later, baby.
I'll see y'all soon. Love you. Bye.
Bye, that girl.
I know I'm going to play this and then probably get down here pretty soon. Anyways, we've been up here, I don't know, about 3 hours or so, and I got my littles coming home. So,
we'll stay
here for a little bit, though.
I got to go to the pharmacy in 15, 20 minutes myself, so that's perfect.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to play this. This is that shoot. This is
I'll
that.
bring the meds too. Thanks, Nick.
This is the one at the shooting in the ball, like the dance studio. Listen to what he says. Listen, like this guy takes the older gentleman down that's like shooting. It's here.
From Saturday's ballroom shooting in Monterey Park after one hospitalized victim died on Monday. So the toll this morning is 11 dead, including 65-year-old Mei Mei Nan and 70-year-old Diana Tom. Let's get the latest now on the investigation from Juju Chang there in Monterey Park. Good morning, Juju.
Good morning to you, Robin. You know, Monterey Park is indeed still reeling, as you felt when you were here with me just yesterday. Authorities here are still searching for a motive and looking into the dead suspect's relationships and his past, including 2 recent visits to a nearby police station where he made all sorts of bizarre allegations against his family.
This morning, harrowing new details as authorities try to piece together what led to the senseless killing of 11 people at a dance studio in Monterey Park, California. Investigators combing through evidence and scouring the home of the suspected gunman, identified by authorities as 72-year-old Hu Can Tran.
We recovered 1 .308 caliber rifle, numerous electronic devices such as cell phones, computers, etc. Items that lead us to believe the suspect was manufacturing homemade firearm suppressors.
Authorities adding that the firearm seen here on surveillance wrestled away from the suspect at a second dance hall was a 9mm semi-automatic assault weapon. Another handgun also found in his van. ABC News also learning a number of motives now being considered, including a potential domestic violence scenario. But investigators stress it's still too early in the probe to determine a more precise motive.
We do not have a motive yet. There's a lot of stories coming forward. We're not ignoring any of them.
Authorities say about 20 minutes after the shooting at Star Dance Studio, the suspect entered a second dance hall in neighboring Alhambra, where he encountered Brandon Say, who heroically wrestled the gun away. Say opening up about that brutal altercation exclusively to Robin Roberts.
When I got the courage, I lunged at him with both my hands, grabbed the weapon, and we had a struggle. We struggled into the lobby, trying to get this gun away from each other.
The fog of tragedy now illuminating stories of survival.
I see on the table, under the table, because the guy was shooting.
As soon as the gunfire erupted, Shally says she grabbed her dance partner, who was shot, and held him as they hid under a table, watching as the shooter reloaded the weapon.
What did the gun look like? Was it long gun?
Long gun.
Yeah.
The way he do, you know, and then I tell my partner, don't say anything. Just lay down.
Hyung Bang, who was wounded in the leg, now grappling with the trauma.
I feel so scary. I swear all my life I never go to dancing studio no more.
We lift up those who are
overnight grieving in Monterey Park as the community honors the memory of those lost, including Shou Juan Yu, Valentino Alvaro, and 63-year-old Li Lan Li. Diana Tom was 70, remembered by her family as a hardworking mother, wife, and grandmother who loved to dance. Relatives say 65-year-old Mei Mei Nan was sassy and stylish. She loved ballroom dancing and cared deeply about her family. She was shot while driving out of the parking lot with her dance partner.
She practically raised me. Yeah, she practically raised me. And
that's sad
she's
as
like
hell.
a second mom to me, so it's definitely hard.
I've spoken to many heartbroken family members who, even in their grief, they say now more than ever, they don't want this community to lose the joy sparked by coming together with friends and doing something as lovely as ballroom dancing. Robin?
Well, Juju, thank you for staying on the scene there for us and sharing and letting us know who these victims were and who the survivors are. Thank you.
That's horrible. Good for that guy, though, that brought him down. You know, that takes a lot of courage.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Let me see here. Oh, you have the burden. You have it. She said, I have the video of him wrestling the gun away from him. Like, yeah, if you want to pop up and play it or pop up and put it in the back chat.
She puts it in the back. I can put it up for you if you need me to.
Oh, thank you, Voices. I was going to say, I appreciate you letting me know. I didn't even know you jumped down.
I think I reminded her she had to go to the pharmacy.
Oh, yeah, you probably did, actually. I know Unseen True Crime was looking for her egg.
Yeah, she said her husband took it to work with them. I was laughing my butt off.
He must have took it to go show somebody else or something.
He's like, look what I got here, guys. Shit, an ostrich egg? Can you eat? No, I'm probably not eat those.
Well, you know what, though? When we were mushroom hunting, we found some, like, quail eggs.
Did you? I was just telling you when you were gone. I was just telling them I used to go to the sushi restaurant and get quail eggs all the time. I guess they're aphrodisiacs. I didn't know that, and it's an aphrodisiac. but they sell them at the they sell them at the at the sushi restaurants. They crack them for you and you eat them real quick. They don't taste like anything really. They're like spotted eggs, right?
Yuck.
Yep, little spotted eggs.
Oh, okay. So now we have Olivia must have got tired of being asked because now she has Monica said quail egg shots.
Yep, bada bing.
Yeah, why I took the video down.
She took it down?
Yeah, well, yeah, she took the video down. Fuck yes, she did.
Oh, I mean, no, I'm sorry. She made a video of why she took it down. Is what
yeah, she made a video that says why I took the video down. In my garden, not in my room. So I wanted to go over why I took down my last video. I made it private. She made her video private because of the Kim situation.
Yeah, I remember I watched that. That was on the Drunk Turkey show with the.
Yeah, we've been calling her out about it. Well, you know what I'm saying? We were one of the first people to call her out about that bullshit. So anyhow, she got a letter, right? And this says, Olivia, I'm the person behind the comment below, and I wanted to tell you that I know that I was totally out of line. I am not generally this passionate about my feelings. In this case, I am very passionate.
And that's it?
No, there's a whole hell of a lot more.
She's a woman of not a lot of words, though. I remember when she did that interview with Kuma, or whatever the freaking name is, she didn't say much.
Well, okay. So in order to understand her, in order to understand what she's saying, here's her original comment. So she made this. So this lady basically, Olivia put this up. So she put this. Okay. So she made a video about why she took the video down. Right. Mm-hmm. So next to her, it's her. And then she's got this picture up, a screenshot. And it says, this was my comment. And then it says why she responded the way she did. NBC made the news, made the video private. Oh, no. You already downloaded, or is it already downloaded? Do you still have it? Or is it like you can't play it? I just played ABC and the video was gone. So.
Oh, wow. So they took, okay.
Yeah.
She getting a lot of slack for it, I would imagine, right?
Who?
Olivia?
No. I'm saying Burton said NBC News made the video private, which was the guy wrestling the gun from the Chinese. So Burton said NBC took the video down, which Olivia took her video down too, but she took her video down for a different reason. Olivia took her video down because it was it was a bullshit ass fucking call, and she knew better. She didn't vet that woman like she should have, and she knew that was a fucking shit call. She knew that there was things wrong with that call, and she knew that woman shouldn't have been making those things. You know, she shouldn't have been saying the things she was saying.
Shooting stuff to the cops and da da da. But
yeah,
NBC, that is weird. That girl. I wonder why. Maybe because it encourages people to be brave and get hurt.
What, baby? Oh, she said, "Damn, I wonder. Hold on, I wonder why. Maybe because it might encourage others to be brave too and get hurt. You know, I don't know. I thought maybe the family. You know what I mean? Like there's 10 or 11 people that were that were killed, and maybe the family
don't want to see the guy. You know what I mean? At all.
Well, that or I don't know. I mean, I have. I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning is. It could be
a lot of things, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it could be because it's an active investigation and the police don't want it out there yet or whatever, Mm-hmm. So maybe they asked them to private it. Who knows? I really don't know. Oh, hey, Burden. What's up, baby? How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
What's up, girl?
I found it. I don't know. It's not the one it's the same thing. I just found it somewhere else. So let me drop it in here and then you guys can play it. How are you doing today?
Good. I'm glad you, well, you know what? I'm glad you found it. I didn't know that. Do you know why they privated it? Is there something we should be careful of or?
I have no idea. It's the NBC News one that I originally had privated. And then this one is under another NBC News. So I'm not sure why.
That is weird.
Yeah, it is really, really strange because this one's still up and fine that I just dropped for you. Yeah, there's no issues on that one. So I don't know why the first one
It is weird. Like, I wonder why.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna say I will play that one. I'm not gonna play Olivia's video, no, but I will read her comment or whatever. I can finish reading her comment before I play this video if you want me to do that. But I'm not gonna play her video because I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm done here.
Hey, how are you, Seasons?
Wow. 126K a year just on YouTube, and Molly is jealous as fuck.
Oh, Olivia. Okay, hold on. Damn, Olivia tragedy pimp so good based on Social Blade outside of super chats, etc. She's made 126,000 a year just on YouTube, and Molly's jealous as fuck.
Makes sense.
Damn, I bet she is jealous as fuck. And Dr. Lipschitz, we talk about everything.
Dr. Lipschitz.
We bounce all over. We bounce all over here. Anyhow, though, so Olivia, here we'll read her bullshit fucking comments. So this says, this was my comment. I'm sorry, Olivia, but how do you know this source is even credible? Has she been vetted? She could be exaggerating or embellishing her stories to gain attention. You have absolutely no training and no education in psychology, law enforcement, or police work. If what she says is truly what her daughter relayed to her, who is her daughter? How credible is her daughter? I am thinking less of this channel as I watch the sensationalism growing more and more each day. And I see you cashing in on the fact that Kaylee, in quotes, followed your true crime channel. Who cares? Olivia, if you get information that could be this important to the trial to Brian Koberger, and then don't bother, okay, and then whether or not that the killer could be convicted, if it really is important factual information, why are you sensationalizing the information on YouTube? You should be reporting it to the FBI and keeping your mouth shut. Tabloids rely on sensationalism to increase their circulation. Don't be that channel. You appear to be that channel.
Okay.
So
that kind of explains it all right there.
Yeah. Which, as we know, her story was not true. There was holes in it everywhere. Not to mention, she was like, oh, yeah, I shoot messages to the detectives daily. I talk to JLR daily. I shoot messages to you guys daily, blah, 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 blah. You know, so we already knew that it was bullshit. Yeah, Olivia knew it was bullshit. I think she just, got caught really early on with it.
I feel like she plays coy. You know what I mean? She plays Mickey the Dunce.
Yeah. She acts like she didn't know nothing about nothing.
Oh, I didn't know any better. And cocks her head to the side.
So then, yeah. She said, I'm the person behind the comment below. I wanted to tell you that I know that I was totally out of line, though. I am not generally this passionate about my feelings in this case. I'm very passionate. I want to see Brian Koberger convicted for these horrendous, savage crimes that he allegedly, in quotes, committed on these 4 innocent, beautiful human beings. They were at the beginning of their lives, and their killer needs to be brought to justice. And I know that I may not agree with every person you interview. I don't think about that when I wrote my comment. So today I did try to seek out the video only to remove my comment, but noticed it was unavailable. I know the Gonclave's family respects you enough to grant you an exclusive interview with them. I wish you success, happiness, love, and joy. But from the bottom of my heart, I'm very sorry. Like, she's sorry for being so rude with her comment. However, I understand where she's coming from because, Steve and them did. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to say this too as well. While she was talking to Kim, while she was getting that fucking bullshit story from Kim, a message comes in on her phone from Steve, and I will put it up if you guys. Matter of fact, I'll put it up. Hold on.
So he's talking to her on the daily then.
I don't know if it's daily, but I know when Kim was messaging, he messaged her when she was on the phone with Kim. He messaged Olivia.
He can't be talking to anybody right now. He's got to know that.
It's right on her phone. In the video, it comes up right on the phone.
So what, like he texted her and it just pops right up, like, you know what I mean? Like on the top.
She's recording herself talking on the phone. And as she's talking, to Kim on the phone while it's recording. The screen pops.
Queen, right? She could
what?
She could just edit that. If that was a recording, it wasn't a live, whatever. She could have edited that out, or at least grade it out or whatever if she wanted to, right? You would think she would be able to if it was a recording and then she uploaded onto whatever. She could have graded out, but it's like she wanted people to know that she's talking to him. You see what I'm saying? Yep. Aldi says she did that on purpose. Yeah, because if it was an upload, gotcha. If it was an upload, then and recording, she could have just easily just grade that out or scratch it out. That girl. Yeah, see? If that was a recording too, oh man. I think that was done purposely.
Yeah, see, and she edited out a lot of fucking garbage, but kept the text. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why she edited, and she says that she edited it. She's like, I edited this, and yeah, I know. That's we were just going over it. We were just going over it. Tragedy, Pimps Exposed, and it's some bullshit. That's what I was just reading. Was that the message from her? From she's got a comment from somebody that she put up on the screen. And she's got like a 8 or 9 minute video about why she took it down.
Yeah, if that was an upload and she recorded this, obviously she could have just scratched that all out. But like everybody in the chat saying, that was done purposely. Yep, she just wanted all us to see it exactly perfectly.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was the whole point of leaving it in there.
Yeah, I didn't realize what it. I thought she was like on a live showing somebody, you know what I mean? And that type of thing, but no, that was her own shit. Okay. I gotta jump down, Queen. I gotta go to the pharmacy.
All right, baby. We'll talk to you here after a bit. I'm gonna play this clip here and probably jump down myself. That Burden gave me. So,
Roger that. I'll see you all later.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out, bud.
Bye, Nick.
Bye, guys.
Oh wow, oh wow, that is the full video. Whoa, girl. Whoa. I can't believe they played that on the damn news.
Yeah, right. When I first saw it, like that's what I wrote too. I said, "Wow," and was like, "That was holy moly."
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised they played this on the news, but let me mute real quick so it doesn't, you know. Damn, he tries punching him in the head.
Yeah, and then the guy that took the gun tried to hit him with the gun. I was like, yes, and yeah, as it continues, like he tries to find something to hit The
I was gonna say, how fucking long did they fight out here? Shit,
Yeah.
how long was they looking at it? Damn.
It's really funny though to watch the gunman. He's like does like these little baby punches on his arm, and it's kind of funny.
Oh my god. He grabs a hold of him and still fucks with him. Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
he just keeps at it like so bad. That's where he grabs something so that he can hit him right there.
Oh my god. What the fuck? See.
Yeah, that little slap punch that he did at the end there. He's upset.
Oh, you mean him? The one that's got the gun?
Well, no, he's upset too, but no, the gunman was like, fine, like, you know, that he realized he wasn't going to win.
He said, now go.
Exactly.
He's
Get
like,
out now.
Yeah, he's like, I told him to go, get out now, and he wouldn't listen. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
shit, his adrenaline was pumping.
See, and I just wonder what happened on when he went in right here, where he goes sneaking in. Did he actually get it lifted up and drawn, and for the guy to see it to try to wrestle it away? Like, that's brave, going at somebody with a gun in general. So I was just like, wow. But nobody else came out, which was interesting too. That nobody came out to help.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is like, did he just walk right in on him? Did he walk right up to him? You know what I'm saying? Like, was he, was this guy standing in the doorway when he walked in and he walked right into him? He turned around and,
Exactly. Yep. Did he just walk out, like bump right into him and realize, oh, this guy's got a gun and I better get it?
Yeah.
He did get a punch right there, it looked like.
He punched the side of his head there. He got one in on him. Oh, wow. Wow. That's right. Seasons, not all heroes wear capes, for sure. Because he could have killed a bunch of people. Shit, he could have shot him and a bunch of other people in there,
Yeah, exactly.
Good thing, you know what I mean? It's a good thing.
I know, who knows? Like, maybe he had another place in mind after this to take off
Well,
and
yeah,
go to a third location.
He had already went to another, he had already shot up the other place, didn't he?
Yeah, he had already killed the 11 people and then drove directly to this location. So you don't even know, like, he stopped this from happening and anything else that maybe could have followed.
Right. Absolutely.
Because they said that there was a bunch of ammo and all this inside of the van with him, and even at his house too, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, I seen where he was in that white van forever, and they finally ran up and.
You could tell that their demeanor changed, and you could see that they didn't look as worried, concerned. They were actually turning and putting their back to the van, and like everything was kind of indicating that they had confirmation that he had taken his life. And so at that point, it's just whatever. That personally annoys me quite a lot. Like, such a coward.
Right.
We're like at least the second guy.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news.
Yeah.
The second guy, the next day after he did his shooting, he at least turned himself in. And so to the families, like, they may feel like they actually can get some sense of justice. I know it's never enough. It's never true justice. You can't get your loved ones back. But some people also bring up the fact of how hard it is to go through a trial, the families to be dragged through every detail is
Well, and
extremely
another
difficult.
thing too, I was gonna send you. Plunder did a video, and she actually did a video visit with Brian Koberger. Well, she signed up for one. She didn't do the visit. I don't want people to think that she did the visit. She signed up for a visit with him. I'm not sure if he did the visit with her or not. I don't know. As far as I know, she said he didn't come to the screen or whatever, but she did set one up with him. But she was going over like love letters. There's a girl who is like in love with Brian, and she's been writing him letters and stuff like that. And Plunder said that she hopes people are careful because the letters that Chris Watts got ended up in his discovery. All the letters that were sent to him, all the letters that he sent, they were all put in discovery, including pictures and anything else that was sent to him.
Wow.
These women, they were all put in discovery, and you guys can go watch Plunder's video. She does it. It's a recent video where she's sitting there talking about like love, his love interest in pen pals, and like people like that. You know what I mean? Where they write an inmate or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those were like all that stuff's in Chris Watts in his discovery. You can go back and check out her video that she made. She's like, there's a lot of people who don't realize that all this stuff goes into discovery, all of it. As long as there's an open and active investigation, everything that he gets, every letter, everything that he writes, everything is included in this discovery.
That's interesting. I guess I didn't think of that part of it, but I do recognize that in every one of these cases, yes, at this point they are innocent till proven guilty, but even the ones that are then proven guilty or admit to it, and I don't know, it's really interesting to me that there is those set of men or women that are attracted to these people, drawn to them, and want to be their pen pal, want to be their girlfriend or their wife. And I've always been a little bit curious about that. Like, what is it that draws them to these people, knowing the details of what they've done, but they think that they would be different, right? Like, he would never kill me if he had the opportunity. He would never do to me what he did to her. I don't know. I just kind of want to get into their heads sometimes because I don't get it. I personally do not understand it, but it happens in every single case. There's always men or women, whatever, going and writing to them and flirting and wanting to hook up with them. And that's the strangest thing to me. I don't get it.
Yeah, I'll never understand that bullshit, the obsession and wanting to hook up, and you know what I mean? I just
That's crazy. There's already one that's already been talking with Brian though.
Oh
He's
yeah,
quick on it.
Yeah, she's been writing love letters, and she's not afraid to talk about it either. She's definitely not afraid to talk about it.
Yeah, I'll have to check out Blender and watch it because
yes, definitely.
I didn't realize.
I was gonna say put it when you, because I'm gonna get off here soon, or when we're done and we'll get off here, and then when you get a chance, go watch Plunder, like her video that she put just out recently. You know what I mean? I think it was just yesterday she put it out, I believe. Maybe even the day before. It's the one where she's sitting there talking about let me see here. Let me go look. Because when she said she put in for, a video visit with him, I was like, oh shit, she ain't messing around. But she's like, there hasn't been like someone, like Brian Koberger in a long time, which is true. There really hasn't been,
Is it the second? It looks like it could be the second video in 3 days ago.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Here's my huge apology to.
Yes. This is where I believe the letters come into play here. Let me see. This is where. Oh yeah, because it shows Chris Watts and it shows all the stuff in his discovery. Yes, and it shows all the females that wrote him and the sexy pictures that were sent and the letters. And Plunder she didn't put them all out there, but she put a lot out there.
Wow. Yeah, that's really interesting. Because
Yep.
I just don't know. I don't get it. But it does. It happens every time. I'm not sure what the draw is to it, but wow.
Well, and because you know what I mean, they're so popular right now and interesting. That people are fascinated by killers and how they think, and you know what I'm saying, like what they think about and how they think about things. And
yeah, because that's some of because there's a lot of reasons I suppose that they would be talking to them. Like some would want to do a book on them, or some just really want to understand them. They want to get in their head and actually have conversations with somebody that's done something so horrific and try to make sense of it. And then there's other ones that really are wanting love. They really are attracted to them. And so, yeah, there's a couple, different reasons why people would do it. The ones that want to understand you, like the person that's committed the crime, I get that. I get talking to them to try to understand, or if it's some type of research that you're doing or something like that. But the actual having a crush, I don't get that. That's a little no. I mean, I know somebody that talks to was dating a guy in a prison, and she said that she just decided to look up the numbers for the inmates and found some guy, and she started to write to him, and they began calling each other, and that they were dating. He only had so many years left before he was going to get out. She's in another country, and he was here in like Massachusetts or somewhere, I don't know. And yeah, like they were full on dating and waiting for him to get out. He had been convicted. I forget what it's like like an accessory. The person he was with, I guess, committed murdered somebody, and he just happened to be in the vehicle, or maybe the one driving. I don't know. And so to her, he was not. He was not a murderer. He was not a killer because he didn't go in and commit the crime. And so, for her, that was okay to date him and be with him. So I thought that was kind of interesting, just to even actually talk to somebody that really was dating an inmate, that they went looking to date the inmate. It's not like she knew him beforehand.
Wow,
And
see, a lot of women will justify it. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's true. She sure did. I was like, that's it. I don't know. I couldn't do it, but I don't know. To each their own, I suppose. It's just I know there was a lot of other women that were still trying to contact him. Like she had to worry about whether he was being faithful to her, even though he's locked up, in regards to the pictures or the letters and what they were saying to each other, phone calls. I was like, man, that's a whole nother world that I don't want to explore.
Right. Yeah, see. Well,
You're gonna pop down? I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's 4:30. I got to get my shit done. I
got a stream in 30 minutes. So I was like, I could pop up and share that with you.
Yeah, thank you for putting
Absolutely.
it up.
Yeah.
Popping up. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. So Olivia made a video about how she used the actual victim, or well, I can't even. It moved. Oh, Yumi's the actual victim. Yeah, she used her pretty much. Yeah, she's a real. I don't think she's quiet and sneaky. That's what I think, and a lot of people don't see it.
Yeah, well, I saw it when it was Christmas, and I got a strike, and I was a brand new. I had 200 subs. I just hit 200 subs, and I woke up. Well, I went to stream, and I got an email, and I had a strike, and it was from when they went to go look for Summer, and I was telling people on it like that. If there's people that are going to bring attention to her case, okay, all right, I'll give them a chance, and we'll see how it goes. And at that point, they hadn't been running around doing crazy. She hadn't, and so I followed it and covered it. Anyway, yeah, she hit me with a strike. Molly had taught her, and Molly had videos up bragging and saying that Christmas time is her favorite time. She always goes in and checks for anybody that's used her stuff, and she gives them a nice Christmas gift of a strike. And I was like, wow, are you freaking kidding me? No way. And I wrote to her, I emailed Olivia and apologized, like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, can you remove the strike? And yeah, guess what? She did not respond. And I put,
She didn't. She's a little bitch.
yeah, I had other videos. I thought if I just put them in private, is unlisted. I thought if I put them unlisted, that's good. They're down, right? That's it. No, that's not it. When that strike ended, I thought I was good to go. And 2 days later, I got slammed with another strike. And I'm like, how? How? It's not, I don't, the video's not even up. How did I get it? It doesn't matter. It's as long as I still had it, it was still, I don't know, but I still got another strike. So yeah, she hit me back to back with strikes and would not respond back to me. So I'm not the biggest fan of her. That's why I tried to warn you that she definitely likes to strike.
Did you fight the strike or did you not? You didn't fight it?
Nope. I just let it go. I just let it go. I said,
did you not want her to have your information or what? Why
that's
didn't
part
you
of
fight
it. Right, for sure.
That's part of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? That DC, whatever, MA or whatever, there's been a couple people that have used it and it doesn't work for them. So the guy the lawyer or whatever,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It just, yeah, no. She's sneaky for sure. Very nice and cute and charming and but no, she's really not. She's really not very innocent, and she's not kind, not nice. No.
Wow.
Yeah. But I hope that you have a good night. Are you coming back on later?
You know what? I was just thinking about that. I might pop back on later tonight if you know what I mean. It depends on how things go.
Yeah.
You know how it is. What she said, Olivia or whomever runs to her with info was how your dad. What the hell? What did she say? Yeah, Steph B. That's who we're talking about. What did she say? Hold on now. Olivia or whomever runs. Hold on. Olivia or whomever runs with her info was Hal your dad. Are you asking that, Heels? Like, am I reading that right? I feel like I'm crazy. I feel like I'm not reading it. And she said, burden of proof, you can't put the video back up after the strike runs out. Like she said she had it unlisted and that she popped her again with it. So
yeah, she had done a couple of videos. She edited a couple of them, and so when she would come out with a new one, I would cover it. Blah blah blah. When she hit me with the first strike, she only hit me for one video, and at that point, I became nervous. I was like, oh man, okay, I got to bring this down. And I asked somebody like private, unlisted. What's the difference? What's it? And they go, oh, do it unlisted. Unlisted is a little harder for them to find. And I believed them like an idiot, and so I just unlisted them. I just put them on. I don't know why. I just unlisted. I thought that solved it. And then the first strike ran out.
Don't strike, but I don't fucking tempt me because I sure as fuck will if I need to, but I usually don't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the first strike ran out, and then I thought I was in the clear.
Olivia did pecan pie. She said, whoa, who struck burden of proof? Olivia's fucking ass.
Yeah, I was stuck on strikes for months, and right when I first started. So basically, I ended up with like a shadow ban. Didn't exist. Like I'd hear other people say, "Yeah, I'm not an algorithm, and this sucks." And I'm like,
Like they couldn't even find you.
exactly. I'm like, you're not in the algorithm. Come on, man. I don't even exist.
Yeah, make sure you do seasons that she went and subbed up to you. Burden of Proof is really, really good. Another one that's really good is Sleuth Mom. They have really good, accurate information. There's a lot of good channels. I know I'm missing a lot of good channels. One of these days, I need to have a stream where everybody can come in and drop their channels or send their links, and I can drop their links or something. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of good fucking channels that are smaller channels that are really good too. You know what I mean? There's another one that somebody sent me. I think it's a clip channel, but I'm not sure. It's like YouTube Streets or something, or These YouTube Streets, something like that. I'll have to go back and check it out. But anyhow, there's a lot of channels that I'm missing, but they're good ones. You know what I mean? You watch a lot.
Yeah, I stick with a lot of the smaller ones and watch them because I don't know. I gotta watch and see what are their moral grounds. Like, what are they willing to do and not do? And
Right.
when I see them behave in a certain kind of way, or I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm going to stay clear of that. Don't really want to be around it. And that's honestly why I've stuck with the Look of My Life and Sleuth Mom, because we do have the same opinion and belief on how to run a channel, of not putting out crazy theories, conspiracies, twisting things.
Right.
We all just run our channel putting out factual information, and that's something to me that's really important. Like, I cannot stand the rumors that get flying, and next thing you know, nobody knows what's true. Someone come in and they spread junk, and it's like, no, just tell the truth, keep it with the facts, and that's it. You don't gotta make a big twisted, but you make a big drama. It's where everybody flocks. They all just run to the drama and sub up to it, and I just can't do it. I can never become that channel. So I'll stay with my small numbers and slow growth because I don't know,
Hey,
I stand by it.
you know what? That's right. And you know what? That's when Will tried to plug me. I said, no, don't fucking plug my channel. I don't. I like my little small group. You know what I mean? Because I like my little small group of people. I feel closer to my subs that way too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm unwilling to change to like, oh, what do I got to do to become? Yeah, I see where the numbers go,
Yeah,
but I'm not willing to do that.
Yeah, the little snake shit that they're pulling, like the fucking putting out fraudulent calls or calls that, of somebody that's fucked up, for views, or somebody that didn't, lie during their call or something, that's
Exactly.
It's like that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could
These
never do it.
tragedy claims. Betty said, I will do anything, and I mean anything, to get a case talking again. Like, we know you'll do any fucking thing, Betty. We know you will.
Yeah, and Molly enjoys the attention, so she doesn't care how ridiculous she behaves. She doesn't care. Just talk about her. You could talk bad about me, she said. Talk bad. I don't care. As long as you're talking about me, that's what makes me happy. And I'm like, wow, I just couldn't be more opposite. Yeah, no. Yeah. But, yep.
Yeah, she's something the fuck else. Cassie, I'm looking for this video, baby. Where's it at? Did you email it to me?
Yes, Heels, they do. Yes. Her and quite a chunk of other creators, yeah, they wait until a case is big and then they jump on it. And I mean, that's really frustrating. Over and over again, I start with the little, nobody's talking about these cases and they deserve attention. Somebody's missing their loved one and I want to cover it. And it doesn't get all the hype, it doesn't get a ton of views. It's okay as long as it's getting out to somebody. And then anyway, the case starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And at that point, I'm the channel that's kind of learned all the information, done all of the research, and then they jump in and they just snatch it up right where it's at. And they say, come on, numbers, come on in, give me the clicks, give me the views. And it's just, yeah, her and a bunch of others do it. They do. Yep, they wait purposely to see where the numbers are at. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
See? Yeah, fuck that. Okay, so hold on, baby. I'm looking at these videos here. There's 2 of them here. Let's see.
For their egos and wallets, right, Stephanie? Yep. Yeah, when the numbers, the chats are up in the thousands, you don't even, yeah, you can't even see who's in there. Yep. Exact pecan. Uh-huh. There's a time and a place for all creators and things they do, except when it comes to innocent victims and their loved ones. That's exactly right. And some of these other channels do not care. They aren't here because they care and they want to help. They're here for their wallets, their pockets. They want to line it. They want to grow the numbers. Thank you, Seasons. Yeah, they call themselves true crime, and there's absolutely nothing true about what they report. Absolutely right. Yeah. Very true.
Did you guys hear it? Did you hear it?
No, I didn't hear it.
Oh shit. It said Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? It's House of Williams, and then she put the Scooby Doo there. Fuck, I don't know how to make it have sound. Damn it. Oh, that's fucking funny. Let's see if we can make it have sound.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you?
Yep, I definitely heard it that time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I need to figure out how to so it has sound like for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard it. Did they? I wonder. They probably heard it too then. Yeah, they did.
Okay, let's see if we can do it this way. All right, let me mute and see if y'all can hear it, or maybe you can.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you?
I love the dog there. Yeah. Oh man.
Did it show up on the screen or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because she said we couldn't hear. We could see it. Oh, Jody, hold on. Jody Sue Brown, shut the fuck up about chasing truth. I know she ain't over there running her motherfucking mouth. I know she ain't. I know the fuck she ain't.
Yeah, Chasing's one of the channels that I actually can have respect for, and the way that she covers cases, puts information out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's she's a very good creator. Very, very good.
Yeah, she is.
All right, Chicky Chick. Well, I'm gonna get off here and get this stuff done, and I will see y'all back here later. I'm sure I'll be back on. I won't make a promise, but I'm sure I'll be back on later.
All right, sounds good. Have a good night. I'll see you later if you're on.
You too, baby.
Alrighty, bye.
Bye. And yeah, I was gonna say she's got the fucking nerve. She has got the fucking nerve. Let's see here. Good grief. And then she read a whole ass poem. Are you talking about Olivia with her bullshit comment and shit that she did? Or are you talking about Jody Sue? Didn't stay for the poem. Oh my. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Oh, Olivia. Yeah, I was gonna say that stupid ass poem. See, she fucked up. That's what she did. She fucked up. Ain't no taking it back now. When you endorse somebody like that and tell them you vetted them and you believe them and you trust them, and then you put something like that out, it's hard to come back from. Anyways, bye y'all. Have a good night. I will talk to y'all later.